What's up, chat? How's everyone doing tonight? We brought
Hello,
back
everyone.
on our Alpha Lolly, specifically because tonight is a Lolicon night. There was some stuff happening.
There was a lot happening, actually, kind of all at once.
A lot happening among the exiled portion of the Lolly Show community. I'm
As one way
sure
of calling it, yeah.
you all know Ava, but after the stream is over, I'll remember her to, like, double mark her down below.
Oh, I already put her in the description.
Oh, then we're good. Okay, Ava's marked.
Yep. I decided that it would be good to just put her in the description since, you know, technically there's only two permanent members right now anyway.
Yeah. I, by the way, chat, just had to, blah, 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 blah. Had to have Occo set up everything tonight because I was stuck at work.
Sorry about that.
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome, Ava. We're live.
Yeah, I had to have
my
Occo
dad
set up
came
some
in.
stuff.
He was just watching a new show to him called The Chosen, and he's like wigging out on it.
Oh, yeah.
As long as they're
Oh no,
enjoying
he
it.
came back in.
Give head pats to all three. Much appreciated.
Very much. I don't know how to do head pats, though.
Chat, I do want to give some quick background to some of the particular section of people we're talking about tonight. I'm not going to say names because I'm going to just outright... I want to be able to just say what all the allegations are without having to substantiate it. So I'm... Because I'm not looking for all that right now. Which means I don't want anybody's specific name attached to it. But there was a specific segment of the Lolly Show community that kind of formed like 3 or 4-ish years ago. Lolicon VTubers. And they eventually had a schism about like a year after they got formed. Because one of them joined what can only be described as a pedophile Minecraft server. And they got outed for that. And insisted, when they got outed as on the list of people that were actively playing on it, that they were running some kind of undercover op to eventually one day expose them. Nobody believed it. Literally nobody believed it at all. Except for a small group of people who are now currently getting outed as also being predators. Several of them.
Oh, yeah. Every single one of them. It's kind of crazy.
Everybody who... And it makes me feel better for cutting ties with that person then. Because back then, I was kind of like, there is a non-zero chance that this is some moron that thought they were doing a 200 IQ gay op. But I don't want to take that chance, so I'm just cutting them out of my life completely. And I was proven right. Because everybody that chose to stay around them keeps getting exposed.
Mm-hmm.
I know one of the ones everybody knows was Biddy. Biddy got exposed a while back.
Yeah.
Another thing that's kind of interesting with this group, and maybe Ava has seen it with these particular people, but despite being Lolicon VTubers, they openly express hatred for Lolicons. Constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know it's weird. I know one of them went viral for making a take saying that Lolicons were racist, transphobic, and evil.
Yep.
So it kind of gets a little annoying when people are like, oh, so these people are allowed in the Lolicon community? Well, no, they really weren't. They were kind of hated.
No, these individuals have been ousted a while ago. Again, I stream on an extremely based and cultured platform, and these individuals, you know, Biddy and Nuppies, and these other individuals in this particular section of the Lolly Show community have been banned from the usual channels that the normal people in this community are usually a part of. So they have been effectively Jim Crow'd, segregated from the rest of the community.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that
And
to say
we
that...
would like it to stay that way.
I'm not saying that to say we're perfect and we're fantastic on our gatekeeping. However, because we are always under so much scrutiny, we do have a much higher level of gatekeeping than other people. But there's only so much gatekeeping you can do. Like Ava said, we've already kind of banned them from one of the big platforms for it. But like, what else? Like, we can't force them to stop using those models.
It's not an actual Events 900. It's not an actual like cohesive group. This is just a loose group of individuals who, for whatever reason, are extreme enough in the community that they've been more or less ostracized from the larger Lolicon community.
We could call them the Loluminati, the Lollyluminati.
I don't give them that cool name.
Not even that. They're more of like, God, there's nothing I could say that's nice, but they're like the kind of person that you would see in public trying to grow a mustache and go, ooh, you look like a pedophile.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, that's just kind of what I want to get out of the way, because I know some people are already pulling the gatekeeping thing. There's really only so much we can do.
You talk about me, chat.
Yeah, and I'll mention too, I mentioned this before stream, but I've noticed a big thing where, again, like, we have some pretty big names gatekeeping for us in general, Rev and other individuals, and every time something like this happens, we're told we're not gatekeeping enough. But when we do successfully gatekeep somebody who maybe is less serious or less of a threat, oh, you're gatekeeping too much. Why aren't you letting people enjoy your medium? You can't have it both ways. Either we're doing too much or too little. You gotta pick one.
Yes. There's a reason why anime
always...
can never be fully gatekept. Exactly. Like, there's only so much we can realistically do. I feel like we do enough when we're like, okay, you're not allowed in our community. You're not allowed on our websites. Go away.
Yeah. I don't know. I still don't think people gatekeep enough when it comes to the VTuber sphere. I'll never say you gatekept too much.
Well, no, the VTuber sphere is just
That is
dead.
true.
It's too late.
That's fair.
Chat, our VTubing community is dead. And that's life.
Yeah.
Quote unquote community.
Guys, is VTubing dead? Ed Grok, is this true?
Speaking of, I don't think I have it pulled up, but I would. Yeah, here it is. Here's somebody that has it. I think you guys have seen this, probably.
Oh my god, I remember this. Yeah, I saw this earlier today.
Yeah, I'll just share it with chat. Just because we've now brought up gatekeeping the VTuber community and lolicons, is we have this person who decided for whatever reason it would be an ace's idea to try and defend Anna Valens. And be
gosh.
And be like, I thought you guys were against censorship, but like you're suddenly okay with like Anna Valens getting treated this way. And it's kind of like, yeah, we kind of are, to be quite frank with you, because they're kind of a piece of shit.
Well, it's
one of those things where
oh, go ahead.
it would be
first.
one thing if the individual like had genuine contrition or like a walk back from some of the insane stances they had, but that's not what's happening. And they actively called for the censorship and deplatforming of certain individuals, and then when that deplatforming and censorship came for their stuff, they just said, oh, hey, I'm in solidarity. No, you're not. You actively tried to destroy us, and now only when your sit is under threat are you all hunky-dory with us. I'm sorry, but that is a fucking bad faith individual, and you absolutely should keep them out of your community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they
I
shared
agree.
this image randomly. I think they're trying to bait people to get mad at them.
Oh, they baited me. They baited me,
That's
for
really
sure.
bait.
And they were,
Yeah, hey, did they really?
yeah, they said really not trying to stir the pot, but lolicons love using this image, so I wanted to say I only recognize this one, no fucking idea who any of the others are, and they circled Gura. If you are a VTuber, and you do not recognize Kizuna AI, you are 100% a tourist. She is literally, they use her bow as the symbol for VTube Studio.
Any amount of cursory research, like we're talking like first year level research of VTubing in general, you would find out who the first fucking VTuber is, which is Kazune AI. You should know who Marine is. You should know who Pakura is. You should know who all these people are. I'm sorry, you should. Watch one of Rima's old videos and you would know who all these peoples are.
Pretty much. Like I said, you have to know at least one or two of these people to not be considered a tourist. And I knew the pirate girl. I forgot her name was Marine for a hot minute today. But it's just like I know Kazuna, I knew Pecora, I know Marine, and I've seen the faces of almost every single one of them. I just don't know their names.
I would argue that to be the most charitable of charitable, the three you are required to know are Kazuna, Gura, and Pecora. Specifically because Kazuna is the face of VTube Studio, which is like the VTuber app. Gura, you should just know even if you aren't a VTuber, because she was literally like topping the charts of making money on YouTube.
Literally singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at a fucking Dodger Stadium. So yes, you should know who Gura is, even if you're not a VTuber.
And it's the same thing with Pecora. Pecora is in Death Stranding too. It's like an actual character.
For real.
Not even like a person that she voices. It's just Pecora is in Death Stranding
it's her
too.
As a character, yeah.
And it's like these two specifically are so ridiculously big that if you tell me you don't know them, I think you're just lying. Just point blank.
No, I agree. Well, I just told them get out of here, tourists, and they got mad. They started responding to me, and at one moment I was like, you know what? Responding to this person is not worth it, so I'm just not going to respond. They kept trying to respond to my messages or on my my Twitter just to get me to respond. I was like, I'm not going to give you attention. You don't deserve it.
My response here would have been, tell me you don't know anything about VTubing without telling me you don't know anything about VTubing.
Yeah. So Kazuna, you have to know because of her ties to VTube Studio. Gura and Pecora, you have to know just because they are so big. Even non-VTubers are fairly aware of who they are. So if you don't know them, you're just not involved in content creation at all.
I will say, one of their responses to me that got one of my only few responses to them was them saying, "Oh my gosh, you're an anti-bully," and I was like, "Gosh damn it, it happened again." They did anti-bully bullying me.
Dude,
you're
that
bullying
label
me.
gets you so much. It's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Oh, an anti-bully. You're damn right I am.
Yep.
You bet your sweet bippy I do.
Well, I told them something like the label is correct.
The label is correct. You are in danger.
I will also say, chat, this is completely off to the side point, but this is something I wanted to complain about, is in the new season of Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt that came out, they have finally done the transformation sequence for the Twink Angel Boys, and they turned them into generic stripper beefcakes, and I kind of hate it. I wanted my Twink Angels to have like a very twinky and gay transformation sequence, but no, they're just generic beefcake strippers. I hate it.
Still gay. Still pretty gay.
They're still pretty gay. But I hate that they're just generic beefcake strippers. It upsets me. Also, I just don't think their song is as good as Fly Away. It definitely isn't as good as the Fly Away mixed with the Scanny Knee Socks theme that they did for later. Yeah. Oh god, that was so good. What other body types for males do y'all know? Twink! It's right there. They literally look like twinks. Everybody, like, if you look at any fan art that released before this episode, everyone assumed they were going to be like really twinky femboys. Everybody just assumed that's how they were going to be animated.
It would make sense.
But no.
For like how the show is, that's just a natural progression that should have happened.
Yes.
For some reason it didn't, but
I still need to watch the original Panty and Stocking. I think that's something I need to...
Just remember to watch it in sub. People say it's better in dub. It literally isn't. In fact, one of the jokes just becomes like very cringe in dub.
Well, can you... do you have it? Can we watch it?
People say the dub is better. Yeah, well, season 2 had to have the entire freaking cast recasted, so I don't think that's the truth.
Yeah. So
if we can do that, I would love it.
People think the dub is better because they make like a lot of American jokes. But the problem with the dub specifically is one of the recurring jokes that ends up being is just, oh, they say a lot of swear words. And it kind of just becomes like them saying fuck over and over again. That's not why it's funny in Japanese. It's funny in Japanese because they say those swear words in English. So they're just ranting in Japanese, and then all of a sudden they go "fucko."
Oh, that's actually funny.
And that's what kind of makes it funny in Japanese, is that they're speaking English when they cuss.
Because, well, it's funny, yeah. It's funny because they're using Japanese as they would Japanese, but they're using the English expletives as you would like datebeo or daio or whatever. You know, one of those character expressive things that people who speak Japanese tend to do. I think that's kind of cool and funny, but to reverse it and just, yeah, we cuss all the time, well, now you're just a potty mouth. Who gives a shit about that? I'm a potty mouth.
Yeah, it's a lot less funny when it's not in English. Because when it's in English, it kind of catches you off guard, and you're like, oh, shit. They speak in English, okay.
Yeah, I mean, South Park, fuck a you, dolphin. Fuck a you, whale.
Yeah. I love language swaps in anime. Prime example, Joseph Joestar. It adds something to it.
Yes, yes.
And the thing is, you physically
really
cannot translate that into a dub.
No, you can't.
And part of the reason it works in Japanese is because English swear words are so universally understood in other countries that if somebody hears somebody say fuck, no matter what language they speak, typically they know exactly what you just said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I mean, again, to go back to like Naruto, they did that with the Funimation dub with Naruto, with having him say for like the entire first 2 seasons, believe it at the end of every fucking sentence. That was so goddamn annoying. Yes, it was more accurate to like the direct translation, but I wanted to punch that blonde in the face. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Had to stop yourself from saying rip my ears out. Oh, goodness.
For real, though, it was bad.
Wasn't there a new anime about a guy trying to talk to an English transfer student? There was, and I think they're not going to do it. But that is so, like, peak for translations in other countries. But the problem, I've already seen the English dub of it, and it's just them speaking English, and I think they gave the girl, like, a country hick accent when she's supposed to be British.
Oh, come on. Oh,
the guy
what the fuck is that?
The guy just talks in English, and the girl who's supposed to be British talks like a country hick. And it's like, it's supposed to be a Japanese guy trying to communicate with a proper British girl. So
they ruined it.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's so peak for translations in other countries. Because if they really wanted, they could have just swapped who was speaking what. They could have just had the girl speak Japanese and the guy speak English.
Yeah.
And the whole anime,
it
would have taken like a lot of work personally. But in every translation you could have done, the girl could speak Japanese, so you only really need one translation for that. But the guy would speak whatever his native country's tongue was. And I think that would have been really peak.
So you probably need to get like a different voice actor for each language that you decide to dub in, but to have one of the main casts be always in Japanese, you just have to production cost.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah. But that wouldn't work because, we need to pay our guild actors.
It would be so peak though. And you could just always have her subbed.
It would be.
And it could be sort of the same experience like the Japanese people are getting.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Dokkan-kun says that Viz Media is responsible for Naruto's dub, not Funimation. So that is my bad. That is true.
I wanted to say, by the way, speaking of dubs, I'm hearing that the Japanese government is looking into the issues with censorship in anime dubbing because they're saying people are complaining about obviously translation errors. And the Japanese government says, we're going to look into this because we don't like that that's happening.
Oh, so I can talk about this. Because I've actually talked about this multiple times in the past. So fun fact, everyone always gives you the same argument, all the localizer defenders, that if they cared about the bad localization, they would have done something about it. So how a lot of these kind of Japanese companies work, and I don't think a lot of people understand this, because in America, typically, when say DC is giving rights to somebody to do like a Batman movie, they give like very specific rights to a very specific version of Batman. They don't just get like a blanket ownership of all DC property in general, right?
Right.
in Japan, when they send anime overseas to be localized, they don't actually sell the rights to individual anime. What they do is they offer a bulk package. And they're like, here's a package of 10 to 20 different anime. Would you like to buy this package? Yep. And currently there's typically really just the two companies.
Of the anime, like in Funimation and stuff, you're like, oh my god, I hear Colonel Mustang through like 4 or 5 different animes in that era, 2011, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like the same 5-6 people because they bought it in a batch.
Yeah, the big thing that this becomes like a super issue with, and for the longest time, this was the issue that a lot of the Japanese guys were complaining about. The way these packages are made, they are not required to actually do anything with the licenses. They're not required to resell them, they're not required to translate them, and they're not required to make a merch of them. They just bought a blanket bulk deal over 10 to 20 anime, and typically they'll only choose 3 or 4 that they think are going to do very well and translate those, and then they squat on the rights to the other 16.
That is insane.
They've been doing this for years. If you look at how much stuff like Crunchyroll and Funimation and all of them own, they own literally like thousands of anime IPs they have never done anything with in their entire life. And they never will do anything with.
Or even worse, they will dub one season and then they'll just drop the series.
Yeah.
The entire Japanese version of the anime is available. It could be dubbed the remaining season or whatever, but they choose not to. Parasite the Maxim is a perfect example.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's 10,
what about
maybe
interspecies
20...
reviewers? Interspecies reviewers was the exact same way.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. They translated part of it, realized it was a hentai, and then dropped it completely like a hot rock.
I don't know how you didn't realize that from the beginning. Those people are retarded.
I know, right? Dude, like the first fucking episode of Interspecies Reviewers is whatever. Well, yeah,
that one's actually a really good example
before
to show people that they are not actually required to translate these. Because they only did half of it and then dropped it before the season was even over. There's not actually anything in their contracts that say they have to use the license in any way. It just says, well, now they own the distribution rights in America. And it just ends up being like a huge problem that now they're squatting on hundreds to thousands of anime that they will literally never do anything with. And nobody else is allowed to do anything with them because technically they own the exclusive distribution rights in America.
Yeah, and hopefully that changes.
Well, for years that was the complaint. So they have not the people that actually make the anime and manga have never been happy because there is no guarantee their work is treated correctly and there's no guarantee their work ever has a chance to get popular because sometimes they just don't do anything with it. Which that's another thing, by the way. I'm gonna rant about this for a second. When people say companies like Crunchyroll and Funimation help anime, they hurt way more than they help. Because they are squatting on rights to anime that will never get a second chance at life. And the guy that made it, you think that helps him at all?
No, he's not allowed to just redistribute it himself or do his own shit with it.
Right now are trying to challenge the definition of hentai. Hentai directly translated from Japanese equals pervy or perverted. I'm sorry, but yes, Interspecies Reviewers is a perverted anime, a hentai.
But yeah, no, so I'm sorry, Chad. I just had to complain about that because that annoys me. And that's kind of how it's working with the localization stuff. So people now are even kind of more mad because now their stuff is just not being treated with any care at all, and they're letting anybody and everybody just localize it.
Yeah.
And that's how kind of Crunchyroll and all them are putting out so much more manga and so much more like subbed anime, is that they're just letting anybody do it. So it's how you end up with these ones that are clearly lazily done by AI and they don't even like trim out the parts that says was translated by AI. It's how you get the ones that are just complete rewrites with absolutely no like attachment to the original. It's how you end up with ones like what was his name? Was it Jello Apocalypse that did it, or was it somebody else?
I know Jello Apocalypse was had a documentary about him recently that I still need to watch.
It was Yellow Apocalypse then, because I remember people complained in the documentary under that video that he was letting him off easy for basically publicly admitting he completely destroyed a piece of work that had to be redone because he thought he could write it better.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was what's his name?
Yeah, there was
June the King. June the King made it.
What kind of weird ass shit is that?
Jello Apocalypse, who does like these shitty little stop frame animations, apparently got a job as a localizer for one of the manga companies. I forget what it's called. It's like 7 Seas or something. I can't remember. Chat will remind me.
Yeah. 7 Seas. I remember that one.
But there was a new manga coming out about a cross-dressing guy, and he basically said publicly on Twitter, "This is garbage and I fixed it," and basically turned the whole thing into like a trans girl story.
Yep, I remember that now.
And he literally was like, "This was a garbage story, I fixed it."
Jello was the guy who leaked parts about Ruby, but because of how horribly he did it, nobody actually realized until multiple years later. So he failed at trying to leak bits and pieces of Ruby lore. Like he do you remember that?
I do. For some reason, people said that.
He's the one who also was leaking the Has-Been Hotel shit, right?
I don't know. I just know of the Ruby stuff because people pointed out in one of his animations that he showed basically that Penny was going to come back in later seasons, which she did. And people didn't realize till after the fact what happened.
I mean, how much of a spoiler is that, though? Like, yeah, the main cast always comes back, even if they die. They'll come back a season later.
Well, I think it would be, if it was a normal person saying it, it would be fine. The reason he knew it was because he had went in for a script reading for the part, and instead of having him do a script reading of old stuff, they had him do a script reading for the new stuff they were working on.
Oh,
so then after he left and he didn't get the part, he just included the script in his video.
Yeah. So that's
wow,
yeah.
That sounds actionable.
People are
he's
mad
an
at
idiot,
him.
so I don't think people care because he's an idiot retard and he didn't actually expose anything for people. And I think that
again, I didn't say he's going to be sued, but something being actionable just means it could.
No, that's fair. What I'm saying is you're right. Yeah, I think you're right about that. I also just think that he was so retarded with what he did and how badly he did it.
Act on it, of course.
My bet is that Rooster Teeth didn't even know it happened until people started pointing it out. But by that point, Rooster Teeth is a dead company. They can't fight back. And the IP is owned by somebody who's probably never going to use it.
Well, the thing is, people didn't notice until after it already happened. And they're like, oh, he did spoil it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the season happened when where the Penny came back. And they're like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. And they watched his animation like, oh my gosh, he actually like spoiled this in a very specific way. But because of how horribly he did it, nobody actually figured it out.
Why didn't Rooster Teeth make Jello sign an NDA? He probably did. He just doesn't care.
Probably that's a problem, chat. Listen, here's the thing, Zen.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about NDAs when
nothing has happened. Trust me.
Exactly.
Also,
listen,
really quick, I want to go through these. Nerdy Texan Accountant for 9 months. Head pats to all.
Thank you.
Wolfsbane for 5. What is this? Planet of the Apes. Predators Together Strong. Can I pull up the full name? It's hard to. Internet Zen for 5. Lolly Show VTubers who hate Lolly. How in the Uncle Ruckus on jury duty hell does that even work?
Oh, his name is Internet Zen Master.
Oh, thank you. And then Toa, you can for 5. You can definitely see the kill heritage in that transformation. Well, I mean, that's
definitely could.
That's always just been panty and stocking, though.
It was very pretty, even though I haven't seen it yet.
And then another from Internet Zen Master for 2. Why Rooster Teeth didn't make Jello sign an NDA, which I just kind of covered.
Listen, chat. NDAs only matter when you're VShojo talents. That's the only time where they say they're under an NDA and they can't say anything. Otherwise, NDAs don't matter. Oh, the other option is, sorry, my old job made me sign an NDA.
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth and VShoto are both equally dead.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't be
yes,
better
they
than
are.
Also, I guess I will get us into like the main subject for tonight. chat, we have another Google Docie on a alleged child predator in the VTuber community. First time Mizu seems tall. Yeah, so I've matched up all of our faces for testing purposes, and I actually am the tallest one here, and Ava's the second tallest.
Just wait, chat. Just wait until I get my glorious chest. All right. The artist.
At height?
The S. It won't add height. It will add depth.
I've already got my chest.
Oh my god. So you'll just have more mass.
Yes. Yes.
Also, Devastator, thank you for the 10. Why I can't hear you over the sound of how loud my NDA is. No, it's funny. There's two things that people are using, and I guess I'll also touch on this other thing really quick before we get into the main subject tonight, is people defend themselves with NDAs. I have an NDA, I couldn't talk about anything. And then recently, people are defending themselves with, I was manipulated by Adora, so everything I've said for the past 5 years, not my fault.
Yeah,
Adora convinced me to do it. She was manipulative.
Oh my gosh.
My brain.
Dude.
Adora is the Ice King and can mentally control people. Like
here's my problem. Okay? My problem is that there are some people that actually taking that as gospel. Thankfully, not a lot of people are like, yeah, fuck you. But some people are actually taking that as gospel and like, you are getting played.
Gosh, yeah, because those people have unresolved trauma about feeling like they've been manipulated or whatever, so they're going to glom, oh, this is just like me, for real. And they're going to, like, put their glasses on and ignore all the glaring problems.
So, chat, Adora she was a bunny VTuber, right? Or a rabbit?
Adora Bunny.
Yeah, Adora was a rabbit VTuber who apparently had a call-out doc made against them by somebody called Radia. The call-out document is 93 pages long. We will not be going over that tonight, because we would be here till 2 in the morning.
I don't want to do that.
Thank God, Jesus.
From the little I have seen, yes, she's a piece of shit, but it's kind of more like one of those friend pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Like, she was an asshole to her friends, and she was an asshole to other people, but it's not like she did anything illegal, I don't think.
Just like Cinder?
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where people post these documents and they're like, they need to be ousted from polite society. And it's like, okay, let's chill. They were just an asshole to their friends. Like, I'm not saying that's good.
Yeah, let's not increase of shadows. Oh, they shouldn't be in public. That should never be your go-to 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, let's not go with we need to, like, oust them, we need to, like, dox them, or any of this other crazy shit people are trying to do. They were an asshole to their friends. Realistically, in my opinion, all of this could have been settled in private with them being like, yeah, I'm not going to be friends with you anymore. I think you kind of suck.
Pretty much. I mean, I used my own experiences from last year to kind of dictate how that's supposed to work.
But because of this doc, we now have certain people, Marina and Sylvie, going around messaging everybody that they have been really shit to for the past 2 to 3 years. And
except for you and me.
Yes. And Taiga. Apparently they did not message Taiga. Taiga's still blocked. But they did message Kumo. And telling them, it was all Adora. Adora manipulated me. I didn't mean to call you a pedophile and message like 50 people telling them that you jacked off to children as a complete lie to get you blacklisted. That wasn't me. That was Adora. That was her speaking through me. It's like, shut the fuck up.
I fucking hate Marina. Like, I don't hate people, but Marina's one of the few.
The thing is, except for 1 or 2 people, everybody they have messaged has basically blocked them immediately and sent them a message back that said, fuck off, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
They don't.
Thankfully, people are smart.
Buy it. My favorite is Kumo actually made a tweet where they took a picture of the message Marina sent to them, and they said, yeah, no, I'm blocking you, never message me again.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
It is extremely funny because, like, the attempt to repair their reputation. Because here's the thing, Marina and Sylvie, two people that have tanked their reputation down to the fucking bottom of the earth. Everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows what they've done. Sylvie has been exposed multiple times over multiple different years. Now is on a Reddit thread arguing with people because of his expose. And so everybody knows that these people are shit. And so they think that the one way to repair themselves is to say that it's somebody else's fault. And then just...
Sylvie, tell me something just real quick. How in the world did Adora Bunny make you claim that illegal mindset was disbarred and had to flee the USA to Thailand? Because that's not only defamation to a lawyer, but also nowhere in Adora Bunny's... Like, let's just be real, that's nowhere in Adora Bunny's sphere.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna explain that one, dude?
No, yeah, it is extremely hilarious. Where, because again, both of these people, Marina, Sylvie, and anybody that kind of like defends them, and there's a couple other people around them that I still feel like are shit that are being okay. But basically, all these people are looking at the Adora situation and saying, how can I use this to my advantage? Well, the advantage is, let's just say that I myself was the abused, and I abused people because I was abused, and it's just like, no, that's a kind of stupid bullshit. You the most
abused. No, it makes you the most stupid by far, but it doesn't make you the most abused.
Well, it makes me go like, so am I allowed to bully you back because you're abusing me? I just choose my abuse victim to be you. It could be a cycle of perpetual abuse. It's not bullying if they're bullying me. It's mutual combat.
Oh, so chat, I posted this the other day, and I got this from Occo. The Sylvie Spark list I posted of people that Occo was saying, or not Occo, people that Sylvie was saying that he had beef with, and he was passing it around. It got posted by the original person who sent it to us to a subreddit called r/VTuber drama. Sylvie was on there all day fighting with people.
I would like to tell you, by the way, I asked the person when it was uploaded. This was like earlier this year when Sylvie made this list.
Yeah.
So this list is like a couple of months old.
Because the list looks familiar.
No, yeah, the list is old.
I think it's been leaked before.
Yes.
It's possible it has been. We haven't seen it. But yeah, the list is old, and he posted a while ago. And the reason why because I got it first. Because I asked somebody about it, they gave it to me, and they told me I'm warning people about Sylvie because he's going around trying to like fix his reputation and all that kind of shit. And so they were like, avoid him, and I was like, oh, don't worry, I do avoid him. And they're like, oh, do you know? I was like, yes, I do. I was like, I'm sorry for your loss. It's like, don't worry, I can handle Sylvie being a retard.
So it was posted to our VTuber drama, which has since deleted it. I will say,
which is funny.
This subreddit, from what I have looked at so far, is just kind of retarded.
Well, it's Reddit. What do you mean? What do you expect?
It's Reddit, and it's a subreddit called our VTuber drama. Of course it's retarded.
Well, because they deleted that, because supposedly there's no proof, but then they're leaving up this thing, which says the truth behind gamer subs.
Gamer subs bullshit.
And it's just a random infographic with no info on it that claims somebody called Eric, who used to own gamer subs, still owns it.
I mean, if he has shares in the company, then that's technically true. I mean, that's...
Gamer subs is... there's no, like, proof that he owns shares in it. Their explanation for that and why the publicly available shares information is incorrect is because Gamer Subs is a private company, so they are not required to tell the truth on who owns what shares.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you phrase your statement about something like it's a 1945 war propaganda poster, I'm not gonna listen.
No, absolutely not. This is one of those things where it's just like, it's kind of funny. Teb actually made a funny meme that made him go semi-viral, where they posted this, and he made that Spider-Man meme where Harry's talking to Spider-Man, and Harry's like talking about how something is evil, and then Spider-Man's Harry, don't. He's like, Harry, you don't have to sell it to me again.
It's Harry, I just told you I bought it. You don't have to sell it to me again.
What, they're full of transphobes and stuff. Why would you? Hey, Harry, I already said I like it.
Yeah. I would say that like part of this also that kind of puts it in sus is like, yes, technically GamerSupps doesn't necessarily have to tell the truth about who owns what shares, but they have publicly stated who owns what shares, and it would be very weird for them to just lie to a news publication about who owns what.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying
I know,
they
it's
can't
because
lie
here's the
about
thing.
it, but it's super weird they would.
Yeah, there's less incentive for a privately owned company to lie about who owns what than a publicly owned company.
Yeah.
Which is why you have publicly owned companies lying all the time, getting caught for it, CEOs being charged, spending time in white-collar prison.
Yeah, so...
This happens with publicly owned companies because there's more incentive for it to happen there. The same incentive is not present for privately owned.
Yeah. So they're just kind of claiming they just lied about who owned everything because reasons, I guess.
Which is kind of funny.
Also, the
Again, I
entire
find the whole
sub
situation
really
funny.
hates Kirsch. Like, before it was deleted, if you
Of
look at
course.
the thread with Sylvie, it's like, I get why the Nazi Kirsch is on there, but I don't understand why... God, who was it?
No, everyone was on there.
Everybody that he edited
Chibi
for
Doki
that
was
silently
on there.
deleted him. Oh, Chibidoki was on there.
Yeah,
and I'm like, Chibi fucking, you mean the funny gremlin voice girl? Are you fucking kidding me?
That made me almost follow. I don't like Chibi because she's annoying, and if that's the only reason why I don't like you, that's completely a personal thing. But like, it almost made me follow Chibidoki specifically because he said that he didn't like her. I was like, is Chibidoki secretly based?
Yeah, a new follow list just dropped.
Yeah, and some people... He's actually on the thread saying... He mentioned my tweet where I said, my boyfriend didn't put me on the list, my feelings are hurt. And he's like, even Mizu mentioned that I didn't put him on the list, and if it really was a list by me, he definitely would have been on there.
But what was it? I'm trying to remember because I sent it to you. Was my name on the list or is it just under the T?
It was your name.
Oh my gosh! Here's the thing. It's
That's
just
the
because
thing.
of my size.
They're
It's
claiming
my size specifically.
They're claiming that it was just made by somebody who knew that like Sylvie's editors, so they just want to stir up crap with his editors. How would they know to put you on the list? Because they would have to know Sylvie has beef with you specifically, and Sylvie doesn't even really make his beef with you that public.
No, he barely mentions me. The only time he has mentioned me that I know of recently is when he discovered that Royan is quote unquote married to me, and he's like, "Oh, this is a girlfriend of Occo," and it's just like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
By the way, Royan and I got a divorce recently.
Yeah, so his explanation for like that doesn't really make sense because it doesn't make sense that you would be on there and that I wouldn't if it was somebody trying to make it look like it was definitely Sylvie, because the only beef he publicly has with any of us is with me specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Like even in his Shinigami Ryan document, when he talks about you and Lumi, he's like, yeah, Lumi's there, yeah, Akko's there. Anyway, here's a completely separate document of this Mizu guy.
He loves you so much, man.
He reposted that document again, by the way.
I think you need a restraining order.
You know, Sylvie to Mizu is like Hassan to Asmund.
Oh gosh. So
also,
is Mizu
chat,
Asmund?
don't go harass him, but his public Reddit account that he actually ties to his name and his identity, Sylvie Spark, is called Dick Suckling 69.
So maybe the femboy the femboy porn thing was real, Mizu.
No, the femboy porn thing is 100% real. You can go check his profile right now.
That is hilarious. Again, one day he's just gonna get fan art of himself going down on you, and you're gonna have to like file police charges.
Oh my god.
That wasn't taken. Well, it was Dick Suckling.
With a Z, I think.
Yes. 69.
Damn, that's a name.
Yeah. And that's his public Reddit account that he ties to his name as Sylvie Spark. And it's like, but why?
Yeah, do we have to, can we mention, by the way, that he went to TwitchCon wearing porn as his cape?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yes, he did.
Like, we talk about...
Look, I have a problem even with like people wearing like the Hego hoodies and stuff like that in public where there are children. You should not be doing that.
No, I agree.
So to wear just full on porn on your cape, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Technically
Now,
had
it
his
was
dick
censored.
censored.
It was censored, but
Great, that doesn't really help anything.
that doesn't help. No. And here's the thing. I agree that TwitchCon probably should be adult oriented, but it's not. I know that there's kids going to that shit.
Yeah. Not to put the image in your head, chat, but he wore a white cape with a picture of his model completely naked, based on a meme where like a little boy is getting sprayed in the butt by water and he's like spitting out water at the same time. It's like an old meme.
Like a Blastoise?
Yeah. But he got that with his model, and then across his dick is just like a picture of his Twitter account handle. And it's like, I don't like that.
And again, they get on fucking... He gets on Taiga for Taiga's alleged shit, and that's what he chooses to do. I mean, I guess him and Marina share something in common. They definitely like to share themselves out to people in public, I guess, allegedly.
It's just, it's not cool.
It's disgusting is what it is.
But speaking of sharing illicit images to children at public events.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Jesus. Great segue.
The best I could do, sorry.
Disgustingly perfect.
So chat, this popped up here today, and I'm going to tell you all, I don't care if after we read through this, that you are all 100% convinced they are a pedophile. Do not go and harass anybody for any reason at all. Do not go around and dox anybody for any reason at all. If you know them in real life, feel free to gently pass on the information to police. But don't go around trying to just publicly start shit.
No, bad idea.
There are proper channels for this and proper authorities to deal with this stuff from. And I know nobody else you watch is going to make that disclaimer because nobody else gives a shit. But I feel like that's an important disclaimer. Also, thank you, Internet Zen Master, for 5.
Don't be a harmful opinions.
I'm not sure which is more cringe, Sylvie's Reddit name, the fact he calls himself the Hassan of VTubers, why would you want that, or the smut cake.
He calls himself. Are you kidding me?
When I made the comparison that Sylvie is to Mizu as Hassan is to Asmin, I was fucking joking. Are you kidding me right now?
He can't. He's actually calling himself that.
Jesus Christ, this is fucking. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Also, yes, chat, you are
I had
late
no
for
idea.
the Radia Adora stuff, although we didn't touch on it too much. It's a 93-page document. We'll have to and everybody else has touched it, although I will look through it later. But, chat, this is about a VTuber called Nuppy Z, supposedly, allegedly, preying on children and owning child sexual abuse material. This will be a full Google Docie, which is shared at the bottom here, and after stream I will link the original one in the bottom. Keep in mind there is some not safe for work imagery in it. It is not child not safe for work imagery. It is typically pictures of themselves or pictures of furry porn. But that has been deleted for the purposes of this stream.
Thankfully.
Okay.
See, when I went through the Pyro doc, which was so formatted so poorly, I rage quit. They had decided to censor it, all of the fart fetish dragon porn that Pyro likes to send, but it still like sent me in a catatonic spin.
Speaking of, before we get into this, was it about his old situation or was it about a new situation?
So it was reaffirming the old situation, and it was adding new allegations. But after because I started to read it, the problem I had is the formatting was really bad because a bunch of times they'd be like, by the way, we'll mention this later in the doc. By the way, we'll mention this later in the doc, and they just included a whole bunch of. They included a whole bunch of, by the way, this is coming later, and this is coming later, and it's just like, can you fucking show it now? And the after like 20 pages walking away from it, I'm like, okay, I agree. We can all agree that Pyro knew that the person that he was doing ERP with was 16. The question is not whether or not he knew. The question is whether or not that is illegal where he lives or where the minor lives. If the answer is yes, it is illegal, then yes, he broke the law. That's the only question you need to come away with. If it's not against the law, it's just like it's cringy and gross, and allegedly the minor consented to it. But if it's not illegal and the minor consented to it, then that doesn't matter. And I would have to look at the other situations, because there's like 5 or 6 other stories where he was being inappropriate with minors.
Yeah.
But they spent like the first 80 pages focusing on the first situation, and like half of the slides were just like, this is affirming that Pyrocynical lied, and he did actually, like, they reaffirmed multiple times, this affirms again that Pyrocynical lied and that he actually knew. It's just like, bro, you only need to say it fucking once. If you knew, it's just like, don't I don't know. It's just like when I was making my Cinder video and people are like, oh, you left stuff out, but it's just like, no, I chose what I felt like to be the most important. If I included everything, it would be fucking 5 hours long, and I'm not about to do that. It's not respectful to anybody.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
But yeah, well, I was just asking, because I remember the original, my takeaway from his original call out was he might have known, but I don't see like specific proof that he did, and I don't feel comfortable being like, we should crucify somebody for ERP when they did not know.
Yeah.
Also,
well,
wasn't he like 18?
No, he was 20.
20? That makes it worse.
20. Yeah, so the takeaway I came away with from the doc.
The other person?
16.
Wow, the state now becomes relevant here.
This was in
where
if it was in the okay.
It was in Pennsylvania, where the age of consent is 16, and he lives in the UK where the age of consent is 16. However, it wasn't just ERP. He also traded hentai, furry hentai.
Which is fine.
Yeah, as far as I know, there was
unless it was actually
real life pictures.
Unless it was explicit images of the 16-year-old, should have been fine. Although I would say that probably sending pictures of himself could be construed as contributing to the delinquency of a minor, but he's also in the UK.
I don't recall.
So as far as legal lines go, that's messy as fuck.
The thing is,
I don't recall the messages, including his images. Just pictures of dragons that are fat, eating food, and also being naked.
Yeah, so this is gonna be like a. I'm gonna get myself in trouble because this is gonna be like a massively hot take. But even if it was like specifically criminal at the time, it doesn't feel like he was grooming him, right? It kind of feels like a dumbass who's a bit autistic being like, I want to talk about fat furry fart fetish stuff, and I can't talk about it I can't talk about it anywhere else because this is like 7 or 8 years ago and furries are still mocked basically universally everywhere, much less the fart fetish stuff.
I mean, that stuff is all still pretty much mocked, but like, it's less mocked now. Listen, if you come up to me and say that you're into fat dragons farting and eating copious amounts of food to the point of bursting, I'm probably not going to associate with you because you told it to me so candidly. If you told me like a couple months into our friendship, I'd be like, I'm stuck to you. I can't say no anymore.
Pretty much Pyro is being irresponsible, yes. That's kind of, and I know people don't like to make those, like, draw those lines. I do feel like that's a fair line to draw, though, is that it kind of comes off more as he was stupid and irresponsible, not necessarily, I'm gonna go out and groom a child today. Like,
no, I don't think he was trying to groom it. At least that one. I need to continue reading through it.
I've read enough chat logs from To Catch a Predator because they put all of their chat logs fully on public online when that show was still going. And there is a very specific, like, you can see what grooming is when you actually read those chat logs. Like, they have it seems like there's a playbook that every single one of them follow.
That are common. You are so mature for your age is a big one. There's a pathology to groomers. They have a playbook that they draw from. And whether or not, like, they exchange this tactic is irrelevant. It's just that from groomer to groomer, the pathology that you will see is almost universally the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it comes to Pyro, I need to read the other pages because again, there's a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 16-year-old, and like people are alleging that he also did things with them, and so I need to read it. But like when it comes to the first case, I feel like unfortunately they spent almost a third of the entire doc just saying Pyro lied about this, and it's just like, I don't care about the old allegations. People don't care about the old allegations. People want you to put new things in front of their face. If you pile on the old allegations that people feel like they don't care about, you're just going to push me away from reading it. Because I look at the 300 pages and say, if you don't get me after 10 pages, I'm out. All right, I'm out. And that's what happened.
I'm seeing in the chat, did you hear Chris Hansen is looking into Roblox? If he is, that's the worst fucking mistake for both Roblox and Chris Hansen. He had his show canceled for a reason, because a lot of the people he got arrested didn't actually get charged or convicted, because there's a little thing called evidentiary problems when you go all vigilante on people's asses. So, while I don't agree necessarily with like banning or deplatforming these people, understand that they are also not exactly a part of the solution. If they want to be a part of the solution, join Roblox's fucking moderation team or something. Like, get hired by them. But don't play vigilante, don't skirt around the law to do so. So Chris Hansen looking into it, that doesn't really tell me anything.
I will say that Roblox's moderation system actively does not do their job, and I feel like they protect people when they shouldn't. Because Roblox did have issues with some of their moderation staff being caught with stuff. So I would say the problem with Roblox is multifaceted. Number one, they've got vigilantes that could potentially hurt the ecosystem, but they've also got people that they're protecting, and something does have to be done.
I will clarify
so
for
if
the
the moderation
chat.
team is subpar and they have a vigilante problem, train the vigilantes to be within the concepts and confined to the law, and to actually do the job that they can already display that they can do better than Roblox himself, right?
Also, to be fair, because I don't want to point it out, Chris Hansen's thing got canceled because he overstepped his bounds, and the police allowed him to overstep his bounds when trying to arrest, I forget exactly what the guy's title was. He was actually pretty up in government, who ended up...
that was only one of the things. There was like 3 events that caused a chain reaction that led to the cancellation, including the self-end by one of the accused people.
Well, the thing is with the 3 events the other 2 events were legitimately not his fault. One of them is everywhere they went, they had people protesting outside of their houses where they were doing the sting operations, because they said it was attracting predators to the area rather than exposing them. And they're like, you are specifically attracting predators to our neighborhood that technically didn't exist beforehand, which is just people being stupid. And the other one was, there was one judge in one of the states they did where he actually did not have any evidentiary complaints about the information that was given to him. He blanket said on the stand that he did not like police using sting operations, so he was just going to blanket write off every single person they brought in and say all of them are innocent. I think that judge is supremely suspicious. Because, like,
I would say, yeah.
I can sort of get not liking sting operations to a degree, right? But when the sting operation is, we posed as a minor and they tried to have sex with the minor,
that's a problem.
It's not like the police pretending they're drug dealers and like really pushing the drugs on somebody, which gets you into that weird middle ground of entrapment or anything like that. They just put up a fake profile of a child online and allowed these people to come to them. And the judge is like, nope, that's a sting operation. I don't like it. You're all innocent. Peace out. And I think he let something go like 20 or 30 guys all in a week because he just didn't like the sting operation.
Well, the problem with these sting operations and how they were done, and again, this is like a hindsight is 2020 thing, but those things could have been done in a way the judge would have been happy with how the evidence would obtained. But Chris Hansen made the mistake of deciding to work with the police and not the district attorneys or the prosecutors who actually see charges hit on these people. Like, okay, cool, you got to step 1, arrest, but ask any lawyer, ask any prosecutor. The police and their ability to obtain evidence and understand the law surrounding that evidence is so fucking limited. It's about the worst way to get shit done. If you want to get something done, work with the people who actually level out the charges and put that person in front of a judge. The cop doesn't do that.
Better call Saul then.
And also, didn't one of the Preds off themselves? They did. It was technically the final episode of the show. It was like a governor or a judge, or it was somebody that was actually in government at a fairly high position. And
yeah,
they could not get him to come to the Sting house, but they had tons of information on him, so the police went to his home instead. The problem is Chris and the team went with him and were trying to convince the police to allow him to get involved in it and to go inside ahead of them.
Yep.
Which is a massive issue. But don't feel too bad for the guy. The reason the guy domed himself is because he had terabytes of child porn in his house.
Yeah, it was, like a shitload.
He had that coming.
Yeah, no, he absolutely did. But it did reveal an issue and the natural conflict of interest that predator hunting in this vigilantism shit creates naturally. There's a conflict of interest between you making content, getting it out there, getting money for that content that you make, and actually bringing these people to justice. And I always see this and I go, you know what? I'm sorry, but as long as you are profiting off of predator hunting, I cannot take you seriously. I don't think you're actually protecting kids.
Yeah, and the moment you bring that up,
what year was
of an
this?
issue.
Yeah, this was forever ago. So this was before you could just have like a terabyte hard drive. This dude, this is one of those cases.
This guy had server racks.
Yeah, this is one of those cases where the guy had like
racks in his fucking garage.
Yeah, had like a room dedicated to his horrendous bullshit.
Yeah, no, it was like he had a website's worth of hardware, like a Wikipedia website, right? Like back in like 2008. So not as crazy as they are now, but still pretty crazy. He had that in his fucking garage, and all of it had CSEM material on it.
Yep.
That is.
What actually happened was the family sued Dateline NBC, claiming that had Chris not gotten involved with the police, he wouldn't have shot himself. And it's like, I get that, sort of. Personally, I'm not putting my name down on a lawsuit that says, yes, I am suing you for the wrongful death of the pedophile that had terabytes and terabytes of child porn in his garage.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's...
I'm not putting my name to that. I don't care if it's my brother or my mom. I'm not putting my name to that on a court document.
No, absolutely not. I'd be like, it really sucks that he's gone, but I'll be honest with you. I'll let God take care of him.
Yeah. I mean, my retribution is, so you can keep all the server racks and shit, obviously. Can I have the house? I mean, the rest of the house is still fine, right? Like...
Yeah. I'll take his house, you know. I'll be the guy, and I'll give tours in the house of the haunted pedophile house, you know.
I mean, I'd just sell it.
A pedophile used to live here. You can still hear him whistling.
I would bulldoze it and plant a forest.
Yeah, that could be a thing too. But sorry, chat, we've gotten really off topic from this. Although I think you guys like us getting off topic because everybody's been very engaged with the conversation.
I think as long as it's not like, I mean, here's the thing: people like stuff like that. Listen, people like that kind of shit. That's why I like inviting people onto my streams, because like people like listening to us talk about random shit. There was one night where on my stream we talked about Star Wars for 20 minutes, and a lot of people were just engaged talking about it because people like listening people talk about Star Wars.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
Yeah,
it was fun. So.
But chat.
I love Mrs. Star Wars.
Start reading some of this. This is the little preamble. The victims rank. It's only 32 pages, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 32.
It's only 32 pages.
Well, it's all pictures.
That's fair.
And I'll scroll down a little bit because a lot of them are very large.
What the fuck? Okay, so I will say, I hope whoever compiled this actually sent this to the police. I am like, there is like a danger idea of like...
I would be even more like, this should be sent to the police, but honestly, if you did send it to the police, you made a huge misstep publicizing it.
No, I agree.
early.
I should if the
It's the wall of the investigation. This makes it way more difficult to actually get an arrest done.
Yes.
Will you explain why? Just for the audience.
Well, no, it's just because it puts them on warning. There is a concept in law
called fruit of the poisonous tree. Okay.
Well, I mean that too.
It basically it hints to if you don't have like a proper warrant or a proper reason as an authoritative figure like the police or whatever to collect evidence. A defense lawyer can go, well, you didn't collect this appropriately, and therefore it can be thrown out. The issue with vigilantes is when they publicize and make all this information and all this evidence available to the public, it makes it very much more difficult for a prosecutor to say, yes, I obtained this legitimately with a warrant, or with this, with whatever. It was a proper mandatory reporter who informed me, whatever. That just gets muddier and harder to prove. And if it's harder to prove, the judge is more likely to just throw the case out. So boom, that predator just escaped justice because you wanted some clout. So put in the police report, and when the investigation launches, or even better, an arrest is made, then fucking post the Google Docie.
Yes. I would say that all in all, that's probably less important than the fact it basically puts them on notice that people are looking into it, which gives them time to delete stuff.
Yeah, you're giving them a head start as well.
When the police actually show up to look at it and they get like an image like this, they're like, okay, so how do I know this person is Rosen Yuki? Like, how am I attaching this to them? And that isn't always as easy as you want it to be.
You are working with the cops and you are a data forensics specialist, okay? How do you prove that this text came from that person?
Yes. It immediately becomes much more difficult. And if they know that you have put them on warning for this, by the time the police show up, if they're smart, they've deleted all that stuff by now. Or they've completely just, best case scenario, they've completely trashed the phone. They just have a brand new phone. And they're like, yeah, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Never heard of that name before in my life. And they can't do anything because they've deleted everything. And now all they have to go on is your fucking screenshot, and then maybe subpoenaing whatever company is attached to this. It just makes their job significantly more harder and significantly more likely to fall apart.
And again, a prosecutor might look at this and go, you know what, I'm not even going to bother with pursuing charges now. And now this person escaped justice. And you, the person who quote-unquote exposed them, are the only person responsible for them not actually seeing the inside of a cell.
Well, I feel like something like that happened with Bitty Cat. I don't know too much about the specifics, but like everybody bounced on the Bitty Cat shit. They're still around. They still have accounts on the internet. They still interact with people and do shit. There has been no justice for the shit that Bitty Cat did.
Well, look at EDP. Even
EDP is a good example too.
Outside of our sphere. Yeah, exactly. There's countless examples of predators who were quote-unquote outed, but you did it too soon, you didn't do it properly, the police abandoned the fucking investigation because you did it improperly, and that motherfucker is still walking the earth.
Yeah.
That's what I get mad at, because as somebody who knows the law and knows how this is done correctly, as somebody who served the state of California as minors counsel, a minors advocate, it pisses me off to no end people who do this and think that because I'm protecting the children, because I think I'm protecting them, I have a right to fuck off with the rule of law.
Really quick, before I continue too much more into this, we did get a bunch of super chats in between now and last time. So, Internet Zen Man for $20. After suffering through the Lydia stream on Radia's doc, Adora's response, confirmed allegations TBH, and all the audio connected to it lasted nearly 12 hours. Only Fenari Mori was manipulated by Adora, in my opinion. F everyone else. Thank you for the 20. It's much appreciated. Aguirio for 24 for $2. Who gets the rat daughter in the Occo divorce?
What?
Royan calls Yasha his rat daughter. His Costco princess.
He can have her.
Internet Zen Man for $5. Not sure which is more cringe. Sylvie's Reddit name, the fact he calls himself the Hassan of VTubers. Why would you want that? Or the Smut Cape. Him for another 5. You can blame me for that. I paid Occo to describe the dragons. I regret nothing.
Yes, you did.
Only because it was more productive than the actual document.
It was actually more funny to read, describe the furry porn than it was to actually read the doc itself. People were more engaged.
Fair. Eric Jenkins for 5. Thank you for the 5. And another one for Enters as Zen-Men for 5. So we went from a 93-page doc compiled by 2 autists and a victim to the doc equivalent of a picture book. Again, thank you all for the super chats. It's super appreciated.
An illegal picture book.
So the start of this, the victims range from 12 to 17 years old. Warning for graphic content, screenshot evidence. This is all screenshots for now, much more, giving factual proof that Nuppy Z is a pro-contact pedophile who is actively offending and will do it again if having the chance. Thank you for your time.
Can I just say?
Yep.
I really don't feel like saying pro-contact and non-pro-contact. Like, I feel like that just muddies the water. If you're a pedophile, you're a pedophile. Pro-contact or not, there's something should be done. I don't know why we have to add pro and non-pro contact.
Yes. And then most of these children have only just met Nuppy months ago and have entrusted their private photos and other private information to them due to being groomed. These screenshots come from 4 individuals who have been groomed by Nuppy in the last few months. As I've said earlier, warning for graphic content, adult imagery, and more. Chat, I have censored all the adult imagery.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
By the way, this was censored ahead of time. This was not censored by me, so no, they did not.
Thank God.
I just have to clarify.
They reposted that.
So I can clarify it this way, chat. Anything that is an actual picture was in this document exactly as it was. If stuff had like a not safe for work picture in it, what I did is I deleted it and I added a line of text kind of just saying what was there. It's not like Occo describing dragon fetish porn in great detail. It's just a little blurb like, this was a picture of their butt, this was a picture of their ass kind of thing. So this is claimed to be a picture from one of their alt accounts, Rose and Yuki, on Telegram, where they just sent CSAM pictures.
Ugh.
Allegedly.
No.
So yeah, this is kind of how it's going to be, chat. This is a whole page of the document, so we're not going to be here forever. So Nuppy Z, blushy face. I immediately yelled at one of their moms, both on Facebook and in a call. Now, mind you, I was barely out of college, grooming 18 to 15-year-olds, yelling at 30-plus-year-old mother, and I'd do it again. I don't care how old or how fucked up I am. If they are wrong, they are wrong. Yeah, hell, by 5 even. It depends on how often you do it. Probably even before age 3 or 4 if you do it a little bit each day.
I feel like throwing up.
I need super context for that.
What is that? Yeah, I don't know what that means.
This one is a bit more sus
but...
worded. However, I could see an excuse to get away from this. I need context. A lot of context.
Oh man, that's making me sick.
Again,
It was tabbed out. What does the contact stuff mean? More specifically, anti-contact. It's somebody that tries to say that them being a pedophile is not a problem because they don't actively touch children. A problem? What?
Again, and this is just a formatting problem, but we have August 4th, 2025, July 21st.
Yeah.
Why is it most recent to older? We've had these kind of formatting problems before as well. So,
if I had to guess...
there's context missing that we could use.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I know what she's saying, but yeah.
Another one, Nuppy Z. Speaking of which, this is going to sound kind of pedophilic of me, but are there more pics or video... God, fuck. No context is helping that one.
No. We don't need any context for that.
Look at oh my god, look at the next one. Oh.
To an extent, are you fucking kidding me?
There's no there. You can't save.
Okay.
I don't care what came
Jesus
before or
fucking
after
Christ.
this one. I don't think you can save that.
Okay, you know, I hate to do this, but I have to.
Oh my gosh.
This statement looks like a setup. Is this person actually this dumb? To an extent, I used to groom minors on Snapchat, kicking chat, and excuse me? This sounds like somebody posing to be a villain.
Yeah.
Like that guy who the guy who used AI voice, the janitor who used AI voice to clone the principal's voice of his school, and then had the principal say literally like cartoon villain racist stuff.
So many
Like,
smoking
this
guns
is not
that it's causing
something
fog.
that normal people admit to.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I don't like that these two have literally no context around them, specifically this second one, because I barely even know what the second one is trying to say, honestly. This one, though, I feel is very clear.
No, that is
Yeah,
extremely,
it is very clear. It's just it's so clear. It makes me. It's kind of just like that. It's
Again,
too much of a smoking gun. The fact that it's such a smoking gun makes me a little suspicious, but that doesn't mean I'm dismissing this. I'm just saying, okay, this is quite a fucking screenshot. It's literally, it's a comic book level admission. It's insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, it's kind of
You know what,
ridiculous. It's
Mizu?
so ridiculous you'd
It's that
think it's
fucking
fake.
Ohio bar question.
Yeah.
No, that's why I took the car. To take your child. Like, what the fuck? What?
Well, so I'm thinking back to, like I said, I used to read like through the To Catch a Predator chat logs, and a lot of them really were just this bold. Like
Were they really?
Yeah, you'd have like one of them. They'd be talking to the bait child, and they'd say something along the lines of, you know, there's lots of scary predators on the internet. I mean, even I could be one, but you don't have to worry about that with me. I'm a trusted adult, and I would never do anything sexual with you. But if you wanted to send me nude pictures,
Okay,
I would
I
be
see.
totally down for them.
I think that's called seeding.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, I've seen the way confirmed convicted predators talk. They are exceptionally bold. And I think they sort of can be, because they're talking to kids, and kids are very stupid.
Yeah.
So like as an adult, we read this and we're like, yeah, that's fucked. But like a kid I could see a kid reading this and being like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, because kids are retarded.
Yeah. Unless they're being sarcastic. I said this with the Taiga
this
thing
isn't
years
sarcasm.
ago when the Taiga thing happened.
Okay, maybe.
There was...
Look, I know I'm autistic. I have a problem with like recognizing sarcasm, but I don't see sarcasm here.
Yeah. Well, like, because I said this years ago with the Taiga thing, is if you read the entire Taiga document, there's exactly one suspect joke in the entire thing, and there is not a single other one after that. With that, you can say, okay, I can see that
that's
as a
true.
very poor taste joke. Because it happens once and it never happens again.
And it never happens again, yeah.
And I haven't seen
But they
Taiga make
frame
jokes
it
like that
it's
since
happening
then.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
No, that they learned the lesson.
But
for
if you're
sure.
constantly making jokes about this, it
It
Quote
makes you more
unquote-
culpable.
becomes quote unquote jokes at that point.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's why, yeah, no, pretty much.
It's the ... unless shit.
Also, thank you, Aguario, for the 10 and hitting our goal for the stream. I want you to
Nice.
listen to what they said because it tells a lot about who wrote this and their thought process. Pro-contact is used because they have no issue with anti-contact pedos in their space. I don't want to make allegations like that yet. For now, I think we're going to focus on
that's a little
the
tinfoil hattie.
one thing. And then another one for Internet Zen Man for 5. There's such a thing as too much audacity to be believable. Unfortunately, truth is stranger than fiction with frightening regularity these days. Me and Ava have confirmed that with our Autism podcast. Because there is so much stuff you would be like, this would never happen in court. Court is very prim and proper. And then you just see a... Speaking
Dude,
of, I have
cannot
a...
imagine some of the things we've seen on Autism.
I have
like,
a case to show you later,
I cannot imagine that
Ava.
in your wildest fucking law, like movie or show, the shit you see in real life is way more insane.
Yeah. I have a case to show you, by the way, later, Ava.
I'm sorry, Mizu. I can't talk right now. I have a panic disorder.
I have a better one. I found an even crazier person.
Oh, was that this week?
Did you really?
No, so we do have, yeah, we have the panic.
Yeah, last week's was the
panic disorder lady, and we will be doing the second half of that this next Wednesday because we still have another 3 hours left on that one. Believe it or not.
Are you serious?
It is a very long case.
It's multiple hearings, and I honestly did not believe you, Mizu, when you said, because the first hearing that we have for this Karen, she's going pro se. And then Mizu made the claim that the lawyer that comes later actually does worse than when she was doing pro se. And I fucking could not believe it until I saw it.
Yep.
This fucking lawyer, this replacement lawyer, just real quick, this replacement lawyer decided to make an allegation of the other counsel being physically threatening to her.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen something like that happen in court. Like, it's just insane.
Yes. And I will also say, I don't want to spoil too much, chat, but I have another case to show you guys later, where as soon as the lawyer starts asking questions of this lady's ex-husband, literally as soon as he opens his mouth, she just starts screaming, "I ain't gonna sit here and listen to you guys shake his hand and suck his dick. He needs to shut up. He can't say anything."
I'm gonna.
And the judge,
I use the restroom.
the judge is just now we have to wait for Occo to come back. But the judge is just completely stun locked for a minute. Like, he hasn't said anything yet. We're just starting his deposition.
He just went to open his mouth, and she just couldn't handle it. How dare you listen to him? He hasn't said anything. What are you talking about?
It's somebody put two cases together of two separate women, and it's the same. It's in front of the same judge, and they're both like custody hearings over the kids. Both women do the same shit where they tell the judge that he's sucking their husband's dick.
Oh, I've seen that a million times.
And I'm like,
you know how many times I've seen that?
Why is that so common?
It's extremely common. Okay, look, maybe it's because women have traditionally in court gotten away with these tactics more often, but like, I don't see this same stuff often being alleged or done to the woman by the man. That almost never happens, and if it does happen, it's because the bitch is actually on drugs.
Yeah. Also, to be fair, I am proud of the judge in the second one because he ended up giving her 60 days.
I'm sorry, what happened about bitches on drugs?
Just two crazy wives trying to... They weren't even accusing their husbands of anything at the time. The lawyer just started to question their husband, which is literally the very start of examination.
The lawyer just went out and said, "What's your name?" He went to say Paul, and the girl lost her mind.
Yeah, she just starts screaming that the judge is sucking her husband's dick and giving him a handshake, and I don't know why she included sucking dick and giving handshake in the same sentence.
That is still not quite as much as making a pointed allegation that, oh, you go to a swingers club and that's how you know the judge.
Yeah, that was funny. But sorry, chat, we will continue with the regular document. We had to wait for Occo to get back.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
So this is a Discord chat with Nuppy Z with somebody else called Eros. Eros says, "What do your partners think of this? Are they happy?" Nuppy Z says, "They don't know more than she's a new GF. My boyfriend thinks she's 18. What?
I need some context here.
So was this document created by Eros?
I don't know who specifically created it.
Well, this screenshot specifically has filled in text.
Well, no, because these people sent the screenshots in. All four, they were all in private conversations. These were not public servers.
Gotcha.
So everybody has their own individual conversations. The Eros person was replying. Wait, Yeah, the Eros person was replying, it's nothing major. He just wanted some advice on his future plans when it comes to being an adult and shit. He looks up to me. Nuppy Z, do it. Touch her. And then he links to something. Look at how adorable she is. And that... Oh, fuck. No, I can't read that.
Yeah, no, that's bad. Are you fucking... Oh my god. Nuppy, what the fuck?
I can't
Absolutely,
read it.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I wouldn't read that if you paid
How is
me
this
to.
happening for
Yeah,
so
I
long
can't
and
read- I
nobody
can't read it
mentioned
either.
this?
Here's my question. How many of these people that show up in this doc are also culpable of something? And the only reason why they're not being called out is because they don't believe in, or they believe in non-touching, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that is suddenly becoming a little bit more relevant.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just like, so
no, I
what are
do.
you doing here?
And notice how most of these, like, they're not challenging the rhetoric here. They're not challenging anything. They're, if anything, complicit or if not encouraging. So that's fucking bizarre too.
Yes. I think some of the people he's talking to are kids. So I don't think this person
Right,
is,
so
though.
then,
I think this was
yeah,
covered earlier
a kid's
on.
gonna be...
I don't want to put too much onto these other people until I know, like, their ages.
That's fair.
Fair.
That's fair.
But Nuppy calls whoever this picture is of a starter groomer target. And says it was a picture at elementary graduation.
Please, no.
Nuppy Z, it's extremely common, yeah? Hell, sometimes... God, fuck. We touch our parts together. Luciana, is it a fun activity? Nuppy Z, absolutely. Can't do it with all the friends, but some friends, yeah. Luciana, how do you do that? I don't know how to do it. Sorry. Nuppy Z says you don't. Luciana says no. Nuppy Z says, we may invite you sometime. Luciana, is it weird to do? Nuppy Z, I don't find it weird. Luciana, oh, she just told me what it is. You just touch your parts, that's it? Nuppy Z, either touching or putting stuff inside and moving it.
Yeah, this is a child that's talking right now.
Luciana, fun, I can't wait. Nuppy Z, same, especially considering we've all seen each other's parts before.
I'm sorry, hold on real quick. Everybody pause this real quick. I'm going to give this benefit of the doubt and say that Luciana must be talking on a phone that's doing auto-capitalization in grammar, but no child speaks in full caps, capping I can't wait, fucking putting everything where it should be. That's bizarre to me. That's a red flag to me. Because this is not the vernacular in speaking like pattern of a child.
I think that's going to become a weird issue, though, because a lot of phones just kind of autocorrect at this point.
That's why I said, I prodded out. I said, I think they're talking on their phone because it might be auto-fixing any mistakes that they have. That would be an explanation. But I'm pointing this out to look at their word choice and everything as well to see if maybe there is something in what I've noticed here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
What I'm
think...
noticing is I feel sick.
Do you think there is
I
a
do too.
possibility for this to be really weird roleplay?
Yes. I that's kind of what I'm feeling like this might be.
I don't want it to be,
But again,
but
I
yes.
No, of course not.
We're covering our bases.
This is disgusting, but there's a consistency issue with the psychology of a child. It can be explained with they're just talking on their phone. Okay, fine, but I want people to point out, like, pay attention to the words they're choosing to use, the way they're using them and stuff, and go, if you were a kid, would you talk this way? I'm not saying that they're not a kid right now. I'm just saying it's odd, all the capitalization, all the like autocorrect doesn't usually put can't give you a little apostrophe right there. That usually doesn't happen, and I'm noticing they're doing it with they're doing it with I can't, won't. So I'm like, this is somebody like a good high schooler maybe, but like this is typically stuff that you see as an adult.
I would also say to Ava's point that I've kind of read down further on this. This to me almost reads like really weird ERP. Because it's...
Okay.
Ava, you can kind of see what I'm talking about already on screen. I know chat can't see it as well. But there's just some stuff they're saying where it's like, that doesn't sound like you would say that. That sounds like a really poorly written hentai.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, maybe soon when I'm alone. I didn't know masturbating was the game me and my cousin played. I learn new things every day. That just immediately red flags me for, like... I'm kind of with Ava on that now.
Yeah.
That kind of red flags me. This is really weird ERP.
Do you see what I mean? Yeah, do you see... Oh, again, and I'm not
saying it can't be
trying to,
real.
like, bring this as an authoritative position or anything, but again, as minors counsel, I've very much... I know what it looks like when a kid writes something to you, okay? I know what the words they use, I know the vernacular they use, I've read shitloads of Discord logs even. And this just does not look like a kid to me at the moment. Now, maybe I'm wrong, and I'm giving other explanations, but no, I'm with you, Mizu. This is like a really weird roleplay.
This specific one.
But I don't think it's with a kid.
However,
this specific one.
This one, I think we're putting on more, this could be really creepy roleplay, but we are not discounting the fact that this is also a very fucked up child.
And this is only one of the 4 individuals involved. So, Lysiana, I'm sorry, I'm going to put a pin on you. We're going to look at your stuff later. But that doesn't mean anything about the other 3 here that are involved with this doc.
Right.
Seems coordinated. It could be. We're gonna put a pin in that as a possibility. Nuppy Z, well, true, honestly, part of me does it to groom her, and the other part of me does it to kind of tease you in hopes you'll punish me. Like, literally, yet I'm an issue. And then this is a separate one. True, plus she'd get her first blowjob too, baby's first blowy. All preferably before she can walk. Gotta groom early so it's less work later. I've said this before about... I've said this before about other things. There is a way to make, like, I'm a pedo joke where it can be funny. But when you get into too much detail, it kind of just becomes like, no, you need to shut up, please.
Now you're telling. Yeah. Yeah, apparently Luciana has better spelling than Nuppy.
Yeah, like, what I would say is probably a good example of the I'm a pedo joke is that famous Warcraft meme where it's somebody's posting on the World of Warcraft subreddit and it says something like, my girlfriend is 12 and I'm 30. Can we still play together? And then, and then in the reply, it's like, thanks for all the replies. I didn't know there was like a mentor system or something. She's still only level 12. But we'll get her up there eventually.
I remember
and
that.
Then the next thing is like, we'll start after I pick her up from school. And then there's another reply to that, which was, she's a teacher at the school.
Yeah. It keeps going back. Look, structurally, that's a good fucking joke. It makes you go, oh my god. Okay, it's not a spell. Oh my god, okay, no, it's not.
Yeah.
That's actually just structurally a funny joke.
It is.
And that's kind of like a funny pedo joke because of how it's structured. But just saying, like, yeah, I'm a pedophile, that's not a joke. And there's only so many ways you can say stuff like that before it's like, I think you just mean it.
Well, that's why everybody took Vito Giswaldi seriously.
Vito the pedo and Mr. Girl.
Yeah, those 2 people is just like, I can't believe you when you say it.
Yeah. This, I think, is in a group chat. added Luciana to the group. It's called Lover's
God.
Lane.
Oh, Jesus.
Blue. Luciana says hi. Nuppyz says, question, why are you so
Okay.
cute? I think the purpose of this one is to
Weirdness.
show that there is a group chat.
Yes, but Luciana coming in, Raggy as in Shaggy, capital, question mark, and then Lou, hi, H-A-I, no cap, no anything.
Yeah.
This indicates that either they're on their desktop now, or, like we might be implying here, this is an actual adult and they just didn't think to talk like a child.
Yeah. Oh wait, there's more stuff here. What? Can I not? Why is it going down
Hello?
into the next screen?
Hello?
Hi.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Luciana says, a unicorn made me. Nuppyz says, explains a lot because you out of this world. I might have to start clicking these to make sure it's not going off the page. How can
That's
you
fair.
tell they're on their desktop? Actually, this picture is from phone. We're not saying that we can tell if they are or aren't on their desktop. We're coming up with reasons why their messages might be formatted in a certain way.
Yeah, because formatting is the only way that I can explain right now. Luciana's impeccable online etiquette when it comes to grammar and punctuation. It's better than most adults.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't mean much, chat. We're just saying. So Nuppy says, I may have seen Cosmic's groom Twitter.
What?
Wait, is there somebody in this Lover's Lane chat? Yeah, Lover's Lane is one of the people in the chat. The chat is called Glazers, I think. So Lover's Lane added Luciana to it because here's Lover's Lane. This person says, you think I got big bonkers to help me? Lover's Lane says, no, he knows you do. This person with just a lock says, I followed her. This person says, help, I never knew. And Nuppyz says, bro, I may have gooned to her. I don't know, like, what this is in reference to. Who's Cosmic's groom Twitter?
That must be a person.
Fuck. Oh. Oh, you can't.
Los Homos. I love that.
Chat, you can all see it. You can read it yourself. I'm not reading that. I'm not. I don't care if it's a joke. I don't like it.
Joe, what the fuck? Okay, I just got back.
I'm not
I could
reading
turn on
it,
my
Ava.
Oh
voice
my
and do
God.
the voice.
No, we're good. We don't need to read that. I don't need a sound clip of that for any of us. Voice or not.
Fair enough.
I don't want to read this stuff.
I can say that the
Dude,
first line of
nothing's just
that. I'm not gonna say the second line, but I can say the first line.
None of us should say any of this.
Oh, it's so cringy. Okay, I have to ask both of you. If I said that first line to a girl, do you think that they would like me? All right, both of you can tell me what you think.
No.
What do you think, Ava?
I think it would depend upon, like, there is a time and a place to say that line where it would work. Most times it would not work.
Yeah.
Chat, give me $5 and I'll read the whole thing.
Oh my god.
You have a chance for your sound clip. It's not going to be a very serious sound clip, but you have a
That's
chance for your
almost.
sound clip. Other than that, you guys can read it on your own.
Did you say, Rob, you have $5?
This is dumb. I'll read that last part.
I don't
and then
want to
I'll
read
tell
that
you
either.
how I don't think Nuppy has ever touched a woman.
Somebody Festivia donated $5 and just a suffer.
All right,
So
Suffer.
Nuppy says, I like cum. It's tasty. I also like pussy. It's also tasty. I like tasty things. He included. And I may or may not have fingered my ex on her period and forgot and put my hands in my white hoodie pockets, looking like a serial killer because both pockets looked all bloody on the outside. You're welcome,
and that
chat.
right there is how I know for a fact that he has never touched a woman. Because I'm telling you right now, as someone who has personal experience with that, there's no way that he could do that activity and have enough blood on his hands or fingers to taint the inside of his hoodie pockets that would soak through to the front. That we would be dead if we did that much that every month, okay? No. That's not how that works.
Oh, shit.
Especially just on your finger. Think of it more like having a bad nosebleed. Like, yeah, you can get, like, your finger all bloody from a bad nosebleed. Like, if you're trying to wipe it away. But you're not going to get enough on your hands that you're, like, your jacket is soaked through.
This isn't happening. This is in any... Yeah, this is just cringe and LARPy as hell. Like, somebody who thinks they know how the world works, and they don't. They just don't.
So Avenged was a little bit late, but he says, hell, I'll bite. If we get to another thing I don't want to read, I will put your money to that, Avenged. Thank you.
There you go.
And then Internet Zen Master for 10 says, consider this payment for emotional and psychic damage.
Thank you, chat. I think Mizu appreciates it.
God damn it.
This, again. This is never... This, oh my god, I can't right now. I just fucking can't right now.
I made it one line.
I seriously...
I got one line.
I seriously...
You need to play... White girls fuck dogs now.
Wolfsbane for 2... Or Wolfsbane member for 2 months. T-Spillers. Message off topic, but do y'all hear about that girl in Georgia that allegedly offed her parents for internet clout? Oh. I like how chat just immediately went off when they saw that post. So there was a call that lasted for 7 hours. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, real quick. 7 hours, that's a huge ass. I'm sorry, I just ADHD on that. 7 fucking hours?
Mm-hmm.
And then you scroll down just a second, but did you put the censor here?
Oh yeah, I said this. I deleted this. I said dick,
picture?
But admittedly, because it was censored, I don't know if it was a dick or a vagina. I just assumed they were male and that it was a penis.
Censored, though.
Yeah, it was all scribbled out.
Okay.
You couldn't tell what it was.
If it wasn't censored, I'm sorry to say that's a violation of US 15C.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it was. I just assumed...
That would be construed as child porn. I mean, excuse me, revenge porn.
Possibly, yeah.
Dissemination of somebody's private...
But
pictures and stuff like that. Even in a call-out talk. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank God you censored it. Good job you censored it. Because if it wasn't, you would have committed a felony.
I want to say real quickly, Toa...
Felonies trying to expose other felonies, please.
Toa for 5 says you can skip a line now. Thank you.
Well, it's too late, so...
One skip a line card, nice.
I get a skip a line card, but I have to do this one. So, it says, I used to jerk my dog off and give him blowjobs. This is, again, we don't know, like, who is saying these. We're just assuming it's from Nuppy. Although, free, what do you call it? We're giving them the benefit of the doubt that possibly they did not say any of these. I mean, pacifiers are free if her mom could share. That's just fucking weird.
That is.
Also, as me and Ava discussed a minute ago, there was a censored picture here that was definitely their parts because there was a reply to the message that said it was of their parts, but it didn't mention like a dick or a vagina, and I just kind of assumed this person was male, so I originally just wrote dick. It occurs to me I don't actually know. It could be either.
Yeah.
I think it's a guy, though. Or at least a penis-having individual. This looks like the app being used would have their number next to their name. No, this is on Telegram. Telegram doesn't.
Oh, is this Telegram?
This is, yeah, it's on Telegram. Which part
That's
of
why I don't
their
recognize
part of their claims is that they do not own a Telegram. But there are other pictures of them saying their Telegram name to people and saying like, I have you added on Telegram. This is my name.
Yeah.
It says, I wouldn't know, haven't had any since COVID season. Want to take my virginity in November if I haven't lost it by then legitimately.
Ah, so this person is
That's honestly hilarious though, because want to take my virginity in November if I haven't lost it then legitimately. That means that you, dude, are you comfortable with being like, what is that? That's not like the rebound. That's like, they don't consider you a legitimate loss of their virginity.
Yeah. I
unless that's them.
I finger my girlfriend, but I'm still a virgin. To be fair, that's completely possible. But yeah, we have to kind of go forward being like, we have no context to any of these. We have no proof of any of these.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I have with these Google Docs is they share very limited information. And I know why they do it. I know that for some of these people, it is bad faith. And for some of these people, they just want to share what they feel like is most important. You got to share everything, because otherwise, like, I have no idea what this is that I'm looking at here. This could be anybody's Telegram.
I'm starting to come around to that other person's theory that this is kind of like, remember when the Zoophile leaks happened, or the Zoo Sadism leaks happened? And the person who released them was themselves a zoophile who was involved in zoophile communities.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to come around to the idea that
too.
This is like a actual pedo community, and it's a fight between like no contact and contact, which is realistically the same thing in my mind.
I apologies, because there was a super chat that came in that we kind of like immediately dismissed. And look, we don't want to speculate or anything, but now at this point, I will say there is what's known as reasonable suspicion in light of that theory. So yeah, I see why you brought it up.
Yeah, because the idea becomes, why are you cutting out so much context? And is it because you are involved in the other spots?
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's another one, supposedly from Nuppy. Aguario
Chat's saying
says,
to look at the original thread.
Okay. Oh, it might be this one then. Here, let me close chat really quick, or close the screen, so in case nothing comes up, or in case something very explicit comes up.
Hopefully it's nothing that's absolutely illegal. I would not like to see anything illegal today.
Oh, so this looks like it might just be like a whole scroll through their Discord chat with whoever this other person is.
This other person has immediately confirmed that they are 16 in these DMs.
Oh wait, did they at the stop?
At the very top.
You're 16, right?
Message.
Like actually 16. They say no, 15.
What the fuck?
Oh, come on. What the hell, man?
So, where is...
And do you see, I want to point this out to everybody as well, is as generous as we are being, and as much benefit of the doubt as we are providing this with, like, certain people and stuff like that, like that one person that I don't know that they're a child, I think that was just weird LARPing. Did statements like these and weird-ass logs like this, it's like... a mountain of evidence will come out against these people. We can provide them the amount of protection we provide everybody, and they're still going to out themselves. That's the nice thing about treating everybody fairly and the same. Because I'll give them just as much of the benefit of a doubt as you, but guess what? Only one of you guys actually has done enough wrong to outweigh that benefit of the doubt.
So there are no scroll throughs in the original thread chat that I can tell of the Telegram conversation. Unless it's like hidden somewhere. But I'm not seeing it. So I don't know if you just wanted me to see this one Discord conversation, Let me pop back open chat really quick.
Regardless, a lot of the stuff that I'm seeing is just like, I can't. Absolutely no.
It's extremely cringe.
Cringe is a nice way of saying it, yeah. Oh, goodness.
So is there anything, you can say it in chat again, you don't have to super chat it. Is there anything specifically? Oh no, he says some of the people there alone are advocates.
Oh, really?
So that might have been what we were looking at. Let me double check.
that makes sense. Makes me wonder, again, if some of the people that you and I, Mizu, know of were like, which side they were on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking, I'm not gonna say their name because I don't need to deal with their shit right now, but they're in this thread too.
Oh my god.
I don't want to deal with their shit.
I saw that. Yeah. I mean, that is funny.
Like, why are they... There are people calling it pro-contact. It's like, don't call it pro-contact.
I don't like that.
Just call it pedophilia.
Well, here's the thing, okay? And I know I've been out of the game for like a few years in terms of like being in minors council, but this is the first time I've heard pro-contact or anti-contact as a term. Is this relatively new? Because I don't remember hearing this kind of shit.
The first time I've ever heard of it...
It kind of feels like it came out around the time the MAP shit came out.
Well, the first time I've ever heard something like this was when somebody named Vito Giswaldi, who is a guy that is on the Dick Masterson show, probably not for much longer, but he called himself a non-offending pedophile, where he says that he knows he's a pedophile, and that's okay because he's not going to hurt anybody. That's what I think it is basically parroting.
I would like to point out...
Okay.
Chat can't see this because I don't want to, like, bring up names and start shit. But several of these people that are, like, in their space commenting on this all have me blocked.
Isn't that funny? That is extremely funny.
Oh my god, they do. So many... Oh my... Are you kidding me?
And I saw...
Chat, here's what I will say.
Like, there's
like
this
5
one
people.
here, who is actually one of the bigger-ish ones.
Chat, here's what I will say. A lot of these people all have some of the same skeletons in their closet. You just haven't seen them yet. And they're trying to distance themselves from this individual.
No,
so watch all of them.
Like, I hate to say it, but I do think that this theory regarding this actually being a blow-up between pro-contact and anti-contact individuals in this disgusting part of the space. I think that's what it is. I think this is what's happening.
I think that one's another one that has been blocked. Yeah.
Because oh my god!
All of them. All of them. It's so weird.
So many of them. It's so fucking weird.
Like I said, this particular side of the community kind of got outed forever ago.
Yeah,
they're not in the community.
Here's the thing about them. Every one of those people that I've seen, they're not welcome in my aspect of the community. At least I know they're not present there.
What is this, like Twitter blocking? Yeah, there's a bunch of people in the thread for this that have me blocked already.
But they're also all people that are in the ostracized part of the Lolly Show space anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I'll continue down for this, by the way. It says, but paying for it is difficult. And then it's forwarded a bunch of videos that are like 1.6 gigs at the biggest.
We have 3.7 gigabytes of content here.
Yeah. Oh, there's...
Are you showing the screen
an
again?
Extra one. I am, yeah.
Okay, so... wow, Jesus Christ.
It's these... Lessons. It gives like a password. Bro, I remember Kick so vividly. I did a small amount of grooming there.
Stop it! God damn it!
KIK.
See, it's
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to believe that this is some kind of really weird roleplay stuff because of the amount of time they bring up grooming. I did grooming here, I did grooming there. Like, even if you were doing kind of creepy roleplay like this, which I could let slide to a degree, you would never say grooming in it. It's not something you would say as part of that.
You would. No, you would. Because I've had people like on F-list and stuff approach me and like they like specifically want to use these kinds of terms because that's their fetish.
That's fucking
weird. Now, what I'm thinking is happening here is I think this is kind of a one-sided roleplay. This is more solicitation on Nubby's part. Nubby is saying these things to bait this person into being interested to engage in this fantasy past and character that they have created. There's only one party here that's actually role-playing.
Yeah.
It's still gross regardless.
It says probably, I mean, it is illegal, disgusting. But let's be real here. Nothing's illegal if you don't get caught.
All right, Walter.
Well, want some? Are you fucking kidding me?
Would you like some? To put it simply, it's as they would call it, cheese pizza.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't.
It says, bro, I think I've known you for years. This should be the other person. If that's the case, then yay, makes things much less awkward for me. They reply, honestly though, wouldn't mind if you sent pics my way. I may or may not have jerked off to the pic of you at 12. He kept sending and deleting.
No! Why'd you read that?
One's too late.
That's pretty goddamn damning.
I can't see it. Is like a weird fetish roleplay thing. It feels like it feels like it has to be real, like I said, but it also feels so on the nose that it can't possibly be real.
It's solicitation. It's at most a surface character he's created to disassociate from the absolutely abhorrent actions that he's engaging in. But it's solicitation. I mean, he's literally asking for pics right there. That's the definition.
Yeah. It says 3 hours is a pretty expensive... We're talking about Uber, so we're talking about actually going to somebody's place. We'd probably have the money by the time that comes from Fansly in FF. I think we'd be better off doing Fansly, because holy shit.
Yeah, so that's them backing off. I'm willing to bet they've always presented the idea of showing up in person or doing stuff in person, and there's always some reason they can't.
Yeah. Says, this is what throws me off. They said, you uploading content to Fansly or OnlyFans or Feet Finder anytime soon. But if they're a minor,
that's hilarious.
You wouldn't be able to get on those sites, really.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you have to show your ID.
They have really irritating ID checks. Like, to the point I got denied for OnlyFans the first, 12 times I did it because they said I looked like a child.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
I put in my stuff, and they actually said that I'm not they're not going to work with me even though I'm of age simply because of how I look.
Yeah, there's you can have a lot of complaints about them and their services, but 100% they do check when people apply.
Except for Pornhub, it sounds like.
Yeah, Pornhub doesn't check. But Fansly and OnlyFans 100% do check.
User generated, isn't it?
Do what?
Pornhub is user generated, so people make accounts and upload content there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
They've been in trouble in the past for not checking.
Oh yeah, big time.
But I mean, you can say what you want about Fansly and OnlyFans, but people have confirmed they 100% do manually check applicants.
Yep.
They have turned down 100% totally legal people before. For Feet Finder, they give names. For Feet Finder, Torn Slut Plush, or Kanamafu 3, give it 48 to 72 hours for verification.
fuck?
Okay, we're back to the Luciana person. Luciana says, wowzers, learn new things every day. Aya says, you're so slow yet adorable. That's cute. Nuppy Z says, remember, what happens here stays here.
Didn't stay there, I guess.
Nuppy, oh well, I'll temporarily kidnap one next time. The person with the lock for their name just says, y'all would boot... I can't. I'm using my pass. I'm using my pass on the rest of that one.
You're using your pass for that one?
Using my pass on that one. Somebody give me another pass because I think I'm going to need it.
Chat, donate another 5 so Mizu can have another pass. You can also specify if Mizu gets a pass and somebody else has to say it instead.
Yeah, fair. Nuppy Z.
Nope, I don't think anybody's done that.
Hey Key, if I stick a cord in your dick, mind charging my phone?
You should say that.
And he linked to a Kyrie tweet, which I don't doubt was probably one of his weird things. Thank you, Eric Jenkins, for the free pass. And Internet Zen Master says 5 USD. Ava, I will pay you to read the locks line.
Which
the one that you passed over?
He wants you to read this one, Ava.
Jesus Christ. So wait, which one? Wait, which one?
You're reading the thing that Nuppy
The one
replied
from Nuppy
to.
or the actual reply?
What Nuppy replied to.
Okay, shit. Y'all would booty rape the poor thing.
The key person is so sus. Yeah.
By the way, that means
They're
you
all
get the free
sus.
pass back. Yeah, that's the thing about this. Everybody here is sus. Everybody here is sus as fuck.
It's either a really creepy, really weird roleplay thing, or it's a group of pedos that have kind of congregated together.
Oh, you know what? Why not both mean comes to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Lover's Lane says, oh my. Nuppy says, I'll give it a few licks if you let me. Lover's Lane says, keep dreaming. Nuppy says, well, thank God I get to do what I want to you in my dreams then. I think I'll... Fuck! Why?
Yeah,
Why are you obsessed with pee? Why are you obsessed with pee? It's fucking...
This does
You
not
know
help
who-
with the lolly
You know who you want to know who else was obsessed with pee when she was in her depressive 19-year-old state?
What?
Straub was like in a
What does
piss
that sound like?
discord.
Oh, I forgot she was in the
What?
piss cord, yeah.
Yeah, she was in the piss cord and she
Was
talked
the
multiple
piss cord?
times.
What is that?
Yeah, Straub was in a piss
Okay,
cord and
oh
she
no.
multiple times asked people to piss. I'm sorry.
Okay, we don't. Let's
Yeah, well, let's move on, but
That's just fucking wild for.
Eric Jenkins
I don't think she is anymore.
Eric Jenkins for 2 says this does not help with the lolly models. So me and Ava have kind of talked about this before, but there is a type of pedo that uses the lolly models kind of as cover. So then when people call them
Yeah,
out
big
for being
time.
creepy, they're like, what? I'm talking about drawings.
No, I'm just a lolly.
Yeah.
No, you're not, you fucking freak.
But then, like I mentioned at the top of the stream, then they'll do this thing where they'll be very hostile to like actual lolicons, like very publicly hostile. So it's like, so you want to be a lolly model, but you hate lolicons, and it's kind of an immediate like outing themselves sort of deal.
Yeah.
Wolfsbane is going to sleep. Wolfsbane for 5. All right, time to join the VOD gang. Good night, everyone. Oh, and here's a patch for the femboy and head pats for the elfin Gyaru. I'll do my head pats as well. 95% leaning towards Luciana being cringe RP. The rest, not so much. I think there is also a third option with Luciana, is that Luciana is a vigilante who is LARPed as a kid to get in here.
Yeah, that's
bad
possible.
problem is some of this we just need more context, and I'm worried that we're not getting it because it would out other people in this group, and this might be a whole group of creeps. And which would just mean there's a bunch of them that are just kind of getting away with it, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Nuppy says, wrong words, but right words, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm kind of a freak. It's why I need a house.
I need a house to be a freakin'.
Lover's Lane says, I saw it. Nuppy says, so I can be taken on naked walks late at night like the pet I am. Somebody, the lock person says, the trio of ditties. Lover's Lane says, you're not any better.
What?
You like to beg for nudes, but claim you don't like them. Nuppy Z says, speaking of which, you keep claiming you have a fat penis, but never show it. I work off of evidence or taste. The lock person says, soon. Mogumi for 5 says, I remember the pedos calling actual lolicons ironic lolicons on Twitter. Or no, pedos were calling themselves ironic lolicons.
Yeah.
Nuppy Z, oh, I just realized when we do make money from Fansly and FF, is it being split up? This was another one I had to delete. It was just a picture of their ass. Nuppy Z, I actually put the pictures videos on my external hard drive in case I ever need to destroy it. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I can't make them getting so specific into like weird cringy roleplay.
Yeah, because I've never seen people do roleplay this specific before.
Yeah.
No, this is beyond specific.
Like I keep all my stuff on an external hard drive because I might have to destroy it. It's like I can't with that.
Yeah, if you say that, I am definitely curious, sus of you.
If someone forwarded the doc to police, presumably FBI or local, could they get subpoenas and electronic search warrants? Based on what we have seen with this doc here, I don't actually think so.
Actually,
it's
you know
just
what's funny?
too loose.
A lot of this is on Discord.
Kind of see this as roleplay. Nuppy, again, one-sided roleplay from Nuppy, acting as somebody who's like, oh, I'm a bad boy. I got stuff that I might need to destroy if it falls into the wrong hands. Like, again, I don't think the other side is role-playing. I think Nuppy is like, it's not even role-play anymore. It's just a delusional state.
Yeah, I half want to believe that
I
this
think
is ERP.
Nuppy is portraying this thing, and so, no, it's like, it's not ERP anymore. This entire thing that he's presenting, like, he's never fingered his girlfriend while on their period and then bled through their white lady. He's never freaking has enough pictures of evidence and has something in case he needs to set it up to destroy it if the cops come for him. This is all a like ideal badass version of himself that he's trying to delude himself and others into thinking, this is me.
Internet and Zen Master for 5. How much do you want to bet Nuppy is dumb enough that their stuff is backed up on Microsoft's OneDrive cloud?
Even worse, it's actually all just on the recall AI.
Yeah.
Which nobody knows how to disable.
Sorry, I got a yawn.
Bless you.
Did not sleep well last night.
Well, sleep well tonight. Unless you...
I'm gonna have fucking nightmares tonight.
Reminds me of people who pretend.
Oh yeah, you too.
And e-girls. That's an actual shoujo. Thank you. That's exactly what this is reminding me of. This is like, yeah, I'm a true crime topic. This guy's laying out e-girl bait. That's what's happening.
Nuppy, that sounds about right. I think out of all of us, I'm risking the most currently because not only am I risking my online career, all my friends. But the fact that I'm telling you all this, despite how we met, is because I trust you.
That was dumb.
Another one that was posted like 10 minutes later. You know what? Even better, a house for all of us to live in. Though I think the only real issue is Eros wouldn't be a big fan of stuff being done to kids. Jesus Christ.
This was posted, by the way, about 2 to 3 weeks ago. This was 2 to 3 weeks ago.
This is like fresh.
Oh
This
God.
is cream fraiche.
Also, here was
Easy,
a
couldn't trust him.
here was a picture of furry porn. I will also say it was not like lolly furry porn or cub furry porn, whatever you want to call it. It was like just a regular furry wolf boy that was in trans flag colors,
Gross.
but naked.
Gross.
Why is the F capitalized in furry? I was trying to capitalize everything, but I got lazy halfway through.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so here's here's the lessons. So I think it's safe to assume the lessons
That's a
from
lot of
earlier
fucking
were from
lessons.
them. Because here's more of them.
Yeah.
Don't know what
Yeah,
these
forward it from
lessons
pack one.
are, though.
I don't think I want to know.
By the way, there's a lot here.
No, none of us need to know.
Because there's even more. Like,
They're
look,
all a
'cause
There's so
gigabyte.
much.
Why are they all a gigabyte?
they're all a gigabyte or more. Because then you... Oh, well, no, this one's under. 859 and 859, 982. But then you have 1.7, 1.7.
This must have taken so long to upload because
Why
it's
is this
coming
one
from
a
the
RAR?
phone.
Everything else is zip. This one's a RAR. That just sets off my OCD.
Only the police
Oh,
should
yeah,
find out
that's a
what's in those
little
zip
weird.
files. You are correct, chat.
Probably. You know what is really
Absolutely.
making me uncomfortable given the context of this? If you look at these forwarded
What?
zip files, they have been seen by 110 people.
Wow, you're right.
Oh,
Most of these have been seen by over 100 people. And they're
You're right.
forwarded,
And
which
that's
means
over
they're
100
they're coming
different
from
accounts.
another chat room.
oh, you're right. They're not. Oh no.
Yeah. This was the issue with Telegram.
Was this on
I hate
Discord? No, this was
dishonest
Telegram.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it.
God,
Now
the
we're back
fucking
to
music
Discord.
I have in the background just chose the perfect
Yeah,
time
the-
to swap
the-
to this
I love
one.
the
This
Halloween.
music.
It chose the perfect time to swap to this one.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
So here we have another chat room, and this one doesn't seem to be named. It just seems to have a bunch of people in it. Nuppies. God.
You don't have to read that one, Mizu.
Nuppy
can
has
use one of
seen
your
penises. Somebody
Shit,
says,
what a
I'm
piece
bigger
of
than my
advice.
uncle, be so for real. Cosmic says, oh my, so they weren't fake. Nuppy says, like, to be honest. Eros says, dear. I think this is their, like, actual partner. Nuppy says, can I be dead ass with y'all? Eros says, yes. Like, keep there here or I will find you and kill you type dead ass. I need to know what he says. Because that could
Yeah,
determine
yeah,
if
I
all of
wanna
these
know what
people
this-
knew or not.
Oh, I feel like they knew.
This is a Fansly model application for somebody. I didn't size these correctly in it.
They did not.
I think this is supposed to be for the supposed person that they were telling to do it. And they have Clingy Torn Plush is their name, I guess. More of these lessons, which have again been seen by a couple hundred people. Which is, I
Zen
guess,
says.
what?
Internet Zen says, judging by the file size, those are a variety of MP4 VLC files that, depending on the quality compression, are probably 10 to 30 minutes long at minimum.
Probably, yeah. God, this is another big one.
Why?
So I think Nuppy Z is the left here. It says, I still have some from last night made. I put fish and bacon into a sandwich. It wasn't bad. This person says, I crave bad things when I feel depressed. Sigh. Nuppy says,
Same.
ain't that a mood? It's no wonder I'm a fucking pedophile. I vibe more with minors that actually have some maturity than I do most adults.
Now that's a big red flag. What did I say about the pathology of a groomer and being obsessed with children they see as more mature?
Yeah, this.
What is... So it has this clarification here. Added pieces from Winter. Message to most recent victim 8/14/25 before victim posted suicide note.
Okay, so this was added yesterday.
They sent
Today.
So they sent NuppyZ proof /PDF. You basically gave him everything, literally everything. No dying, please. You gave him this info. Now can you help me clear it up, please? I'm just going to tell them everything. Please don't something yourself. But I don't feel like we should talk anymore. Same goes for me and blank too. I don't have like enough context as to what this is saying. I don't really understand it. So I know this one is fine. So this scrolls through a whole conversation with this person. This is the one Occo was talking about earlier when we mentioned it.
Yeah.
Literally, first thing, Nuppy, you're 16, right? Like, actually 16? And then the person says, no, 15.
You don't say.
I met him, or he asked them how he knows them, Nuppy. They apologize for lying about their age. Nuppy says, fine. They say, I met him through drama that Bella was having when I was 11.
Yeah, Arden is right. The thing that you didn't understand the context for just before this was them actually reacting to them being exposed.
What was? Sorry, what? Oh, is that what this is supposed to be?
Oh, please don't do... Yes, because see, he posts NuppyZ proof.pdf. You basically gave them everything. So this is him reacting to the fact that Nuppy was exposed.
Okay. So we have this, right? So this is a thing where you can't give him any line here. He messages this person. The person clarifies they're 15 years old. And then the person asks Nuppy what they do for hobbies. Nuppy says anime, video games, make content, masturbate, look at hentai. Not much, really. You cannot talk with a kid that way. You just cannot.
By the way, that's another classic grooming tactic. Notice all the normal hobbies and then the one inappropriate one.
Yeah.
In the middle of it.
This is them supposedly inviting them to come into a friend masturbate group. Again, which is apparently a thing they do.
I will say right now, all right, I've been friends with Mizu for like 2 years. I will never do that with Mizu. All right, not a fan. I do my business alone, and I'm pretty sure Mizu does as well. It's just, why do people do this?
I think this is Luciana.
Yeah, this is Luciana, I think.
Yeah.
Why do people do this?
By the way, kudos to you for paying attention to the text framing in vernacular that causes using here.
Yeah. Well, because they said the same words up here. So I'm pretty sure this is actually Luciana, how they originally started talking to them. Which does kind of reframe it for me. Because they do open with I'm 15. Aza is Luciana.
15-year-old.
Which I guess changed their name at some point. He did say that one day that boys make candy with their privates, though. He promises I'll have it one day before anyone else can give me any. Oh, Nuppy is trans. I was originally born a male, but wanted to become a woman, so I identify as a woman, but still have all the man stuff. Think you're gonna get liver failure with this stuff?
Why is it always trans?
I don't know. Here, I'm gonna open up this second recording. Is this the same thing? This is 12 minutes long. Is this all one conversation? This is all one conversation with the Lover's Lane person.
And so did the Lover's Lane person like leak on them?
I guess.
I think they're one of the.
They're
leads,
actively talking to them while they're filming this.
That's kind of okay.
What are they talking about? And then so this is just someone proving that they will answer to the name Rose. This person comes in and says, "Hi, Rose." And then server pet Nuppy replies, "Hey." And they pull up their Discord thing to show that it is Nuppy.
Ugh.
I probably should have just swapped back to the other room. So what are y'all's opinions on the validity of it?
I find it
There's
extremely
enough here to actually launch an investigation. And I think it was extremely inappropriate to post this publicly at this time.
Yeah.
I would agree. I am extremely suspicious of the other individuals. I want to know why a lot of stuff is cut off by some of these individuals. Why some of them have, posted, and the reason why is also goes back to like the framing of non-offending and offending pedophile. It's just like, so what does that make you? Also, Joseph Smith is trending. Huh, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. Anyway.
Ava, thoughts on true or not?
Thoughts on true or not? It's possible that it is true, but there's so many other questions that I want asked, and I do still think that while enough was there, like all the people there should be put on a list. I've had people solicit shit from me in exactly the way Nuppy was. Including saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, I might have to delete this account and stuff because the cops are after me." It's like, why do you think that's a flex? Why do you think that there are people out there who just, whether or not because they're a pathological liar or whatever is irrelevant, they just lie to get this kind of attention. But regardless of if what they're presenting is a lie or not, their interests and what they're pursuing in the use of this lie is very suspicious and needs to be looked into.
Uh-huh. I'm in agreement. I pretty much agree. The amount of shit that they are like gleefully admitting to is enough for me to be like,
weird. It's like it's a fetish.
Well, it is accurate that there are people that fetishize themselves getting into trouble. That's just them showing his ID.
Yeah.
Or whose ID is that? Because it says that they turned 18 this year.
He is claiming this is his ID. When did they start talking? They were talking this year. I don't think there is older stuff for them. At best, they're 17. Yeah, that'd be 17 because date of birth is
Yep.
2 months. Unless there's more stuff. They were only just talking to them this year. I'm not saying it's not super creepy and all the other stuff isn't super creepy, but this person specifically is, depending on state, a little too close to the line. And I don't know how old Nuppy is.
I don't know, man.
There's a lot of questions. I guess we'll have to see. Innocent until proven guilty. Oh, always innocent proven guilty.
You, more people than just Nuppy are going to go down for this.
I hope so. I hope more people are revealed.
Yeah.
Because more people are definitely in on this than people would like to admit.
Yeah, I think... Also, yes, chat, innocent until proven guilty. And that's why I said don't go out, like, harassing anybody. Because there is a chance it's all just made up. Somehow. Somehow. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it's technically a possibility. So no, don't go trying to do vigilante justice on people. That's what the police are for. I think we've covered everything tonight. Is there anything you guys wanted to touch on?
No, not really.
No, not really. I mean, like, no. I've just been dealing with people giving me more bits and pieces about the fucking Cinder drama, and I'm like, I'm done covering that until she comes back.
Oh, you see how I feel now.
Well, like, the only thing that I think would be relevant is allegedly the CEO of VCard was asked if Cinder would be on the,
Oh, no, that's not allegedly, it's just a thing.
On Reddit.
And he's like, she would be if she was active. Which tells me...
He says, well, she's not actively making content, but if she decides to come back, we're more than willing to work with her, was what was said.
If that's accurate, and he's not pulling anybody's chain, that means that the whole cancellation attempt with Cinder, the only thing she lost was her $10,000 plus artist. That's it. And a couple of friends. Okay. Cinder.
A couple of fake friends.
I guess. It's just like she didn't lose anything. If she actually comes back, she's still on gamer subs. No, she still can get her face on cards.
I bet if I go to her channel right now, I'm gonna see a recent hype train.
That's possible, but it's just really funny.
Have been keeping her going even with her not streaming, so.
They have, but like, that is just hilarious. That like, if they will still work with her, all chances to ruin her reputation. Like, yeah, she's definitely got a lot of reputational damage, but otherwise, she's still making money, and there's nothing these people can do about it, which is funny.
Yeah. But guys, I hope you all have a good night. Hope we'll see you tomorrow on our individual streams and whatnot. But I'm going to send you guys to Lumi. Because Lumi
is she streaming right now?
She's streaming Battlefield, so you can go watch her not cheat, unlike a certain somebody this week.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
By the way.
Sorry, what was that, Ava?
They were confirmed as having been cheating. Somebody exposed like the program that is being alleged that a lot of these FPS streamers who've been trying to gaslight people. No, this is just, you guys are just low IQ. Well, shut the fuck up. No, you all use this program.
No, so I will say this, because Grixit posted that. That is not something a majority of people would actually consider a cheat. I think he's retarded, and he is mixing up the conversations to cause issues for everybody. Basically, what he posted was, and he makes it sound really weird and complicated. All it does is it adds an overlay so you can customize how your aiming reticle looks. There's only
that's not a cheat.
there's like literally one FPS in the world where that is considered a cheat, and it is an FPS that intentionally hides your aiming reticle in order to kind of add to the feel of how the game works.
Yeah.
And the devs for that game specifically say they consider it a cheat to add an aiming reticle to the game. For other games, it literally just kind of customizes what already exists there. And some games already have like inbuilt customizers for your aiming reticle, specifically for like colorblind people or people with eyesight problems. So you can make your reticle bigger or smaller, or make it different colors to be better visible to your eyes. I think he's just kind of fishing for anything to stay in the news, and people are so mad at them that they're willing to just go along with it.
That makes sense.
I'm still blocked by him, so I can't reply. But
wait, who? Grixit?
Yeah.
Grixit is a retard, man. Here's my problem with him: is he will just spout a bunch of shit, and he'll then just be wrong. Like, he should stick to just farming the VTubers that he really likes to watch, because he's really good at clipping VTubers. That's one of the reasons why I feel like he gets attention. And then he really shouldn't talk about shit, because more often than not, he ends up wrong or stupid, or he defames people like he did with you. And it's just like, I'm tired of seeing. He's just annoying to me.
He used to follow me
for that
too.
reason. He used to follow me as well.
I thought it was very
me.
funny that he used to follow me, and then he quoted me and says this person is a pedophile. I was always suspicious of them. Like, what do you mean? You were following me.
And then he deleted it 10 minutes later.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, Grixit is a fucking grade A retard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like I said, he should just keep clipping VTubers, because that's what he's good at, and I think that's what his passion is. He shouldn't comment on anything.
Yeah.
And hate follow people? I don't think so. I think he followed us because, like, he followed our situation back last September, because he actually asked me about that, and then he sided with you guys. And then, like, when you came out giving an opposite opinion to Kirsch, I think is when he decided you were stupid, and I think that's
Yeah.
so. I just think he's stupid.
He can be cringing gay all he wants.
Yeah.
But bye, chat. Be good for Lumi. Don't forget to follow Ava.
Yes, Ava's name is in the description.
Be good, everybody. And remember, don't be
Bye.
doing vigilante shit. Bad for you.
Yes.
No,
No
don't do that.
vigilantism.
Remember what'll happen.